That's what it means.
You got lower than one side on this joint?
All right, Shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites that come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom and to let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that you're the biblical Israelites according to the scripture. For all that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kapadash.
I want to give double honors to the head apostle and elders of Great Millstone and Goodwill. Peace and blessings to you, sincere Akim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth week in and week out.
Book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
That's right, it's high time to wake out of your sleep. And the majority of our people are dead asleep, man. You know, they don't know what the hell's going on. They don't know what's about to happen. You know, they're running around here in their folly, listening to basically whatever's being pushed and mandated, man. You know, they're just going with the flow, trying to fit in and blend in. Go ahead.
For now is our salvation nearer than what we believe.
That's right, our salvation is nearer than we believe, but our people aren't looking for salvation, man. Nor do they care about salvation, man. You know, they're not looking to the kingdom. They're not, you know, they don't care. They really don't want America to be destroyed. They want this place to continue on forever, man. They're comfortable in their captivity, working a 9-to-5 job, you know, eating their pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, watching TV, Netflix, and sitcoms, you know, smoking weed and cigarettes, man. They could care less about the Lord. They could care less about righteousness, man. You know, they could care less about the so-called white man having a foot in their ass, man. You know, go ahead.
The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
That's right, cast off the works of darkness, man. Come up out of your folly, your sleep, you know, repent and turn back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know, and just look what's going on all over the four corners of the earth, man. And Jake still thinks everything's a game, man. He thinks of what's happening over in China, okay, Ukraine, all these different areas ain't gonna come to America, man. You know, they think America is exempt, you know, from turmoil, death, slaughter, okay. You know, these concentration camps, martial law, famine. You know, America's gonna get it the worst, man. You know?
Shit, I was driving to work today and gas went up. And people ain't even paying attention to diesel. Diesel is the thing that's been going up. Regular been kind of staying kind of at a flat rate. Diesel, and if you notice, if you've been shopping for your groceries, shit been going up.
Not just,
pay attention.
Not just that, you know, like I said, those mom and pop shops, you know, like for example, like some it's like a Mr. Whatever, you know, that street over there, it used to be like $11. Now it's like $13 or $14 now.
Yeah, it's like
good.
you know, when I could stop at my grandmother's crib, she would have me go to the store get a little groceries. She get the low sodium pound, 1 pound low sodium turkey, right? And she was like $6 a pound. That shit was like $9.08 a pound. I said, yo, shit is going up. You know, everything, you know, inflation, everything's going up. But as you can see in the news, they're playing, what you just said, those, what was like 11 million chickens slaughtered?
I think it was 56. I think it was
56 million?
Or 5.6 million, something like that. They slaughtered them chickens. They thought they had the bird flu.
And you know it's crazy because they could easily say something's wrong with the chicken.
Right.
They could easily say something chicken is sick.
Right.
But How do you know? You know?
Then they fired 200 workers.
Yeah.
You know how we were speaking about how inflation, how a pack of chicken wings is like $25 now? But check this out. It's so expensive. And I know because my aunt bought some chicken.
Uh-huh.
The chicken wings been so expensive that nobody bought them. So what they had to do, because they got a life shelf expectancy.
Yeah.
They had to drop. They throw a manager special. They had to drop the chicken cheaper. This is today. They had to drop the chicken price cheaper than they usually is before the inflation. Because can't nobody afford it, you know?
Hey, I find it funny because, like I said, when they put it on sale, it'd be like, what? The cookies would be like too much. But
Yeah, they give you because of
Like
shelf
2 days.
expectancy.
Yeah, that's right.
After a certain amount, it's gonna be bad. You
Yeah.
know, so they gotta get at least they might not break even, but they gotta make something off.
Yep.
It, you know what I'm saying?
And they know, well, there's gonna be certain stores that do certain things. But the thing about this is all geared and prepared to crash this society. You know, take the food off the shelves.
that's a fact.
It's a creative family because these elites are ready to bring in that new world order. You know, we got it.
Yeah,
They got it, bro.
No, I'm about to say, you gotta remember, hey, when the sanctions, even Stupid Joe, he said it himself, right in front of your face, man, on live television, he said what? It's gonna be a shortage, man. You know, because of what? The sanctions, man. That's all you got.
And America's been in that spirit, man. It's been heading that way, man. Like your brother was going to the light expectancy of the food, man. Hey, man, Esau could easily feed all the homeless all over the earth, man, with the food that doesn't get sold in these stores, man. These food chains are required to throw out. They can't even feed the homeless, man. They're not allowed to give their food to the homeless, man. They have to throw it out. They got locks in the trash can, locks on the gate on the trash can. Go ahead with your precept.
Now, real quick, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
That's right. We are mad, man, because we are being oppressed, man. The majority of our people, they're not mad. They're comfortable in this society, man. They're cool, they're chilling, they're kicking it, man. We're mad. We're constantly crying out to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to get us up out of this place, man. We're seeking to be delivered, man. We're not comfortable being ruled over these base level Edomites, Some more on that out. Bring yours out and then while you can bring yours out.
This is Isaiah chapter 55, and it says, verse 6, it says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call upon him while he is near.
That's right. Seek the Lord while he may be found, man. While those doors of repentance are open unto you, man. While the men of the Lord are still in the highways and byways, while you can still search the internet and YouTube, these different platforms where this truth is being pushed, 24 hours, man. As soon as it comes a point in time where the men of the Lord are not going to be on the highways and byways no more, man. Soon YouTube is going to be exclusively for the FBI, the police, or only certain people, man. You ain't going to be able to search Great Millstone. You ain't going to be able to look at the breakdowns. You ain't going to be able to hear what the watchmen are putting out there all over the four corners of the earth, man. Go ahead, Op.
It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way.
That's right. That's talking about the wicked so-called Negroes and Native Americans, man. You Jakes, man. Forsake your way and turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We already know the majority of the Jakes, they're not going to turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But we got a job to do, man. Jake's still going to be continuing in his folly. He's still going to follow black culture, hip-hop, rap, so-called science and everything else that is pushed in the society. The pork chop eating pastor, the mother, the father, the family, they're not going to turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead, Op.
God. And it says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him and our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
That's right, man. Forsake your way, forsake your thoughts, man. Come up out of this place, man. Okay, and that means mentally and spiritually. Stop following the ways of this world, man. Holidays, all types of wickedness, idolatry, adultery, and come back to the true power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, this is 1 Thessalonians 5, starting at the top. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
That's right. When they say peace and safety, the majority of these people got their little charagma. They think everything's all good, you know. And then all of a sudden, surprise, you know, Yahweh Shai appears in the sky, man, on that giant chariot, man. You know, you ain't gonna be able to prepare and be ready. You know, no man knows the day of the Lord, man. Not even Yahweh Shai nor the angels, man. Only the Most High knows that time when Yahweh Shai is gonna crack them clouds and deliver his elect in the 1/3 and wreak havoc and destruction upon this place. You know, so hey, man, you gotta repent and you know, get your household, get yourself. That's why the scripture says, "Examine thyself, man. Get yourself ready, man." You know that Lord willing, we part of that elect and could be beamed up out of this place, man. Oh yeah, come on.
Verse 4, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
That's right. Let us watch and be sober, man. Watch what's going on all over the four corners of the earth, man. You know, keep an eye on the prophecies, man, and warn your people, man. Okay? Blow that trumpet and warn them of what's about to happen, man. You know, whether they hear or forbear, because we know the majority of our people, they ain't going to listen, man. You know, they'll see us, they'll hear us. They're not going to take it in and apply it to their life, man. They're not going to change their life. Okay? If the majority's not doing it, you know, Jake like to fit in, man. If the majority's not doing it, they ain't trying to be with it.
It's a lot. You know, what's real popular, this key that you mentioned, people trying to fit in. Right now, what's popular? YouTube, people having their own channels when they talk about discussions. You got this wicked nigga Charles White, right? He marked himself. He tried to clown the Israelites, right? But now he tried to double back. Just the other day. I'm starting to believe these Hebrew niggas. We might be cursed. You know what I mean? These people are doing everything. And then you got brothers like what's my man that people know, like I'm not discussing. Yeah, Sa Negro. You know what I mean? Everything he does is it has to be recorded. You know, because they want a monetary gain. You know, they want their treasures on this side, man. But that's not going to do anything but make you come to your demise. You know.
Matthew 6:30. Wherefore, if Yahweh so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O you little faith? And why I bring this up? Because that's one of Jake's main problems when they first hear this truth. They ask many questions about, so what am I going to do? How am I going to provide for myself? What about my woman? What about my kids? What about my family? What about this, my job, this and that? I need to save my life. Well, I don't really have a set career. I need to go establish myself first. And then I'm gonna come back. There ain't no many dudes that came and listened for a minute, then fucking try to establish yourself. You don't see them no more. You know? This is not about establishing yourself. This is about the truth first. Then what eventually happen, you will live your life around this truth. You know? Because I know a lot of guys that came and, you know, they wanted to go get the CPLs and so forth. They try to find a life, but they ended up losing themselves. You know, one thing they say, oh, I'm a woman. You know, I'm not a woman. Such. There ain't no telling what she's saying in your ear when you get home. You know, your kids. But the point is, our people come up with so many fucking, you know, bags of trying to bring forth. Don't worry about all that, man. Come back to the Lord. You need a rock solid foundation first before you try to worry about anything outside that you need to take care of, man. Because if you don't have a solid, you don't know who you are, how you gonna go anywhere, you know? That's the first thing that's important in this thing. Knowing who you are, waking up to why we're here, you know, why we over here in the West being cursed, why the so-called white man in power, you know, and then we gotta learn about our power. How merciful he is, you know, and then, you know, if you put him first, you know, he's going to sup with us, he's going to go take us through things, but eventually he's going to allow us to be his sons, and he's going to deal with us, man.
That was pursuing Isaiah 1:3.
but now you can go ahead.
Oh yeah, Salaki. This is Proverbs 3 and 5. It says, "Trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua with all thy heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, Salaki, and marrow to thy bones." Like the brother was bringing, Salaki, like the brother was bringing out. People are in fear of what's going to happen. What should I do? What about my job? What if my electricity cuts out? How am I going to eat? You know, at the end of the day, man, this is a test on your faith of the Lord, man. You know what I mean? You have to have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You can't worry about what's going on, you know? And this was a quick little pump fake test when this pandemic dropped. You know, that shows your character, your integrity. Are you going to run to Daddy E and do what that man says, take the secret sauce, or are you going to stand firm, you know?
And our people fail miserably, man. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, because a lot of us came in when we was young. I know a lot of brothers that's in this thing now. They came in when they was in high school. I came in when I was a young man. I left the islands and came here. I didn't have fucking nothing there.
Right.
I left everything. I came in. You know, I didn't take no thought. You know, what am I gonna do? I said, man, fuck all that. I learned that when I get there. You know, and that's what eventually happens to us as a people. You know, the Lord dealing with you. You be in this thing. Everything is Yahushua is first. The Lord would be like, you know, you're around brothers and you're around nurtured men, that skilled men. And they'll talk to you. You be like, support yourself. You be like, you know what? Fuck it, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up and do this and boom, boom, boom. But Mason, the point is, nothing is taking your time away from this truth. You're able to be out here, do the lessons, you know, deal. And we men. We deal with women. You know how to do. See, this truth makes you a man. So you know how to. All right. So I know how to give my time to these women. You know, if I have kids, I know how to deal with them on a certain level. That's not going to take you away from this truth. And that's how the truth eventually makes you. When you first come in the thing, because the world taught us to be fucking visible, be carnal, worry about money. You know, what's that? Basically in a survival mode.
Right, basically dependent on the society.
Yeah. Another couple of that scripture. You have go and get yours. And you have one. You got it.
Oh, actually, before you get yours, jump to that Luke 9 real quick. You can jump back into it. Finish it.
Come. All right. Luke 9 and 59. It says, and he said unto another, "Follow me." But he said, "Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father." Yahushua said unto him, "Let the dead bury the dead, but go down, preach the kingdom of Yahweh." And another said,
now Jake in the world will stop and go bury his father and disobey what the Lord said because it's more important to his personal life. See, Jake's main problem when they come into this truth is putting off the affairs of the world. You got Jakes right now falling out of certain camps because they don't want to, you know, put the affairs of the world on the back burner. Jakes has been in this thing for some years, you know, and that comes back to take you out the truth because you could be in this thing for 5 years, 6 years, but if you never cut the ties off of that world, it's going to take you out. It's only a matter of time.
It's like, that's beautiful that you said. Hey, a lot of things happen on Saturday. A lot of things happen on Saturday. That's the party day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know? That's what things, you know, people had the baby showers, they little get-togethers, the holidays. They set things up on Saturdays, man. But you can't be like, oh yeah, I can't even make them sick. You see a video, you on fucking, you know, you dancing the fucking barbecue band on the beach. You know? It's a video, sir. You know, we all do. Everybody taking videos now. Right. Yeah, somebody done caught you.
Yeah, can.
Put you on. And you say your stomach was hurting.
Yeah,
But you on the joint, you know, dancing and shit. So you, basically, like the brother was saying, you can't forsake these ways of the world. You know? Now we know through Monday through Friday is work week. You know, you get your daily bread. But certain days, man, they be, you know, they work one job, then they'll clock into another job, lose time on it. You know, he don't come in. You know, certain brothers got you know, certain camps that get together on certain weekdays to do lessons or to do class, or he's out there clocking on another job. You know, basically what I'm saying, you know, he with his woman, kids. Basically what the point is, you got a problem with basically forsaking the world, and it's interfering with you doing this truth, man. And because you got to think, you got to remember, the Lord, what the Lord is ready to give us is so much better than what the fuck you see in front of us, man. You gotta have that mindset, like in Heat, with Robert De Niro said, man, you know, you can't love anything in this world because it's apt to change. If forsake, you can leave. It's eternal.
You know what it is, just to back you up, it's all about lust. It's about the strong desire of the flesh.
And that's what Esau taught.
You know, once you have it, you know, it's good for a moment, but then after a while, you're gonna get tired of it.
That's right.
You know, it's how this world. Hey, prime example. You know, Ecclesiastes. You know, Ecclesiastes. Even Solomon said, Vain of excess, he had everything.
Hey, the whole book is about vain. It basically everything is vain. So you know, it's beautiful to read that, especially in these times. But what Jake got that birth spirit, that get the bag, get money, get richer. But ain't no Jake doing it no better than King Solomon. Ain't even King Solomon. King Solomon had the wealth to set up tests.
Ain't even coming close.
Yeah. None of you niggas coming close to what King Solomon had. And he even said, yeah. Well, King Solomon even said, yo, you make bus, okay, you done established this trucking company, you done labored 50 years in the field, you done kiss ass and all that, soldiers, whatever. Did what you did in this society. It's like it is rambling, but here it is, you done put all this stuff for your children, right? Your children, you die, your children get this money, he blow it on goddamn women. He blowing on drugs. He wanted to be a tight jean wearing weed smoking nigga. He wanted to sag his jeans and be a drill rapper.
Even Solomon said himself, he said that what happened when you have kids, he don't know whether son be a wild man.
Yeah, be a wild man, fucking fool, man.
You see what happened to that.
Look what Jeroboam did. Jeroboam, because Jake was worshiping the bull.
Yep.
And Molech, and Jeroboam knew that. So he was like, oh, I know how to get these niggas on my side. This nigga brought out not one, but two bulls. Hey, y'all can worship. Jake was like, oh, yeah.
He said, you ain't got to go to Jerusalem.
Because what Jake was doing was they was worshiping the bull in secret. Jeroboam knew that. These niggas will worship me if I let them worship these bulls, man. You know? And, but that was Solomon's son that made that shit.
He made it worse. Yeah, it made it worse, man. Man, after he passed away, you see, now he said what? That correct me if I'm wrong. He's gonna do tax his own people even more.
And that bag is still full of holes, man. No matter if you die with it and pass it on to your kids, your kids' kids, at the end of the day, society gonna collapse, the dollar gonna collapse, so all that money gonna disappear.
You try to leave something for your daughter, right? You done taught her to get a man and birth something. Then she go get fucking double. You know? What the fuck, man?
Right,
You know, I'm telling you already, this is who I want. If anything happened to me, this is who I want you to be with. She said, okay, father. Yes, daddy. Yes, father. You die. She up in fucking the project somewhere. You fucking with, learn how to smoke weed, how to cut a blunt, get a Dutch from Ishmael, the vanilla joint, bust it open, take the shit out, put the weed in.
She done depleted everything you left for.
Yeah.
You in the spirit world looking down.
And she got money. You died with something. Because the scripture tell you, yeah, you should leave leave something for your children. But the thing about it, in this wicked ass society that we live in, you don't know what the fuck your kids gonna do. You can have a house, right? You know, fucking Big Mama, we usually run the household. You die, cause I remember, I'll never forget, when grandfather died, bro, the whole family split up. Why? Because of fucking money. But it just shows you when somebody died, ain't no telling what happens. But here it is, you done labor, you done put your foot down. I say this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. Everybody said, okay, yeah. You die, all that changed, man. Here it is, labor and wasted, toiled, and, blood, sweat, and tears, you know, lost sleep. Here it is, your family broke up now. And that's all, and that's what I'm saying. This is all vanity, man. That's why I say it's best that, and even King Solomon said it's best that a wise man seek the Lord and have fear of the Lord, man. And have wisdom. And the only way you're gonna get wisdom in this, is in this truth, man. Going back to
finish out.
It says, and he said it to another, Luke 9 and 59. He said to another, follow me. But he said, let Lord suffer me first to go and bury my father. Yahweh shall said it to him, let the dead bury their dead. But go thou and preach the kingdom of Yahweh. And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee. But let me go first. Bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. And Yahweh said it to him, no man having put his hard hand to the plow, Salaki, and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh.
That's right, man. They ain't got the priorities right, man. You know, like the brother was bringing out, hey, their family, their father, what's going, their affairs in their household, their job, their money situation, their substance is more important than the Lord, man. You know? The scriptures say this wisdom and knowledge is like life, is life, you know? But they're not taking it like that. We're like, oh, I'll follow you, but first I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You know, just like the rich man that came to your house shop. He said, sell everything you have and come follow me. He said, whoa, I can't do that. You know, you could be number 3 or number 4 in my life, maybe number 2. But you can't be number 1. Hold up.
Yeah, the key word there was what is it? Looking back.
Yep.
Because that goes with Lot's wife. She got her judgment because she looked back.
Yep.
She was wondering what was happening to the world that she loved, the people there, the friends she had, you know, the relationship she had there. She looked back. So you can't be in this truth always looking back at the affairs.
Right.
You know, what's going on with them? What's going on with them? What's going on with them?
Right.
Foot in the world, foot in the truth, man.
That's right. You gotta completely put off that old man. You can't be worried about what's going on. You know, you can't be almost envying yourself, your old self, man. You know, back in the world, I used to be this, I used to be that. You know, almost envying who you used to be, man. You know, you gotta press forward, your eyes gotta be single, man. You gotta keep walking that straight narrow path. You know? And to hell with these niggas are doing, man. You know, all that shit is temporary, man. You know?
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6, and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's right. It goes right back to Jake ain't got no clue what the hell's going on. You know? He ain't got no clue that demons at work, angels at work.
Hey, Project Looking Glass. We was talking about it in the live lesson.
Yeah.
Project fucking Looking Glass.
You know? They ain't got no clue what's going on, man. Around him, what's happening. You know? Why he's all fucked up. You know? Hey, why he can't get this truth, man. You know? Go ahead, Op.
Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
That's right. You gotta have 100% truth, man. You know, when you go to battle and you left a piece of armor off your body, and you gonna die. You ain't gonna make it. You left that armory off your arm, you know, or your chest plate, or your neck guard.
You may get hit with an arrow.
You got everything on.
Hey, a poison one.
God, you know, they gonna see that chick in your armor, man, that weak point. They gonna go straight for that.
Hey, a skilled fighter. We all know that Esau's a skilled fighter. He's a hunter, cunning hunter. He knows when Jake is bugged out. He knows when Jake is in order.
Yep.
He knows Jake is ready to give himself up as a spoil.
Yeah. Hey, Esau when he hunts, he don't just shoot an animal. He's like, oh, there's an animal, I'm gonna shoot it. If I can hit it anywhere in his torso. Nah, he's shooting for the heart. He's shooting for the lungs, man. You know exactly where the heart at, exactly where the lungs at. You
He
know?
stayed there for like 3 hours.
Yeah, he's shooting for the kill points, man.
8 hours.
Hey,
8 hours. That
Esau
They'll
killing.
spend the night out there.
Hey, the deer come to Esau. That's how good Esau is. The deer come to Esau. Esau done set what is it, the corn? What is that? When you go
corn
out
field,
he got the
trail.
corn. He got the
Yep.
corn sitting in
Right.
the field.
Yep.
I've actually been in woods, so I've seen how Esau when they hunt, they set up corn. They set up like place where
Well, to set the
deers
camera up
come.
too. They set the bait out there, then they'll set the camera up, and they'll see the deer how they travel through that area. You know, so then they'll
got the
set up.
noise,
You know, don't know how to,
Yeah,
because the deer's go. If there's food there, the deer's gonna keep coming through there. You know, he gonna eat, come through, he gonna make rounds. You know, every week he gonna be right there.
And he's trying to set up that little hutch
Right,
in the tree.
right,
Sitting right there. Pluck them off.
right, right.
They've even got so good with it that they'll even wipe themselves in urine.
Yeah.
About legend, like the last year, when he did that too.
They wipe themselves in urine.
Yeah.
What the
That
deer,
way-
the deer urine?
The hunters would wipe themselves in urine of you know, like the female or the male.
Oh, to attract them.
That way, right, you know what I'm saying, it
Right,
comes
right.
to him.
Yeah,
And it's no different than what he's doing.
No, that's a lot. Like, that's a good point you made. You remember how dogs and female dogs piss, male dogs come out. And that is that's a
And even, and probably even males, because you know, when a male dog pisses on a tree, another male dog will
Yeah.
piss over that piss to mark his territory.
But the point, that urine, man,
Yeah.
it brings, you know.
But it's no different than what these devils have been doing to us.
Exactly, you know, because Esau's been watching us. He's got the scope, he's got the camera set up. He knows what you Jakes like, he knows what you like to do. And he's throwing that bait out there. He's got the urine, man. You know, he's throwing that bait. He's like, you know, I know they like
They set up projects.
you know what I'm saying?
You know,
I know they like smoking weed, cigarettes, like rap music.
That's what they keep pushing all the time,
Right,
man.
right.
They keep falling for that trap. You know, that nigga culture.
God.
My mom, he like adultery.
Right,
He
right.
like aiming.
Right.
Julian Hunter, he like aiming.
Right.
Send him an old freaky one. I can break that up.
You
But
should
the
have
point
the
is,
comfy, you know?
yeah.
FBI read that joint.
He
Esau
started
been studying these niggas, man.
He started know how to break niggas, man.
Yeah.
He know how to do that shit to the T.
Right, God.
They already look at you as an animal.
Exactly.
that's what I was saying. He set up with the projects, and what they do with that one bodega, one corner store in the projects, like you said, they got the blunts, they got the pork, they got the hot Cheetos, they got everything you need. You don't have to leave that area. And you know why you think it's called a project? Because they tested something out. You know, they gonna see how you survive, how you maneuver. You know.
They got that one store, you know, that keep you up all night.
Yeah.
24/7.
And it's 24 hours. You know,
Okay.
it might close at 4 in the morning.
You hungry? Here's your Chinese food. You want a beer? Come to the back after 12.
Brother, get the wear the spiritual armor. What is that? No.
Ephesians.
Yep, get that for
Yeah, that's right.
No, he already brought that out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he already brought that out.
Ephesians 6.
You already brought the armor, right?
Okay.
Whole first back.
It says Matthew 6 and 31. It said, therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or withal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. Hey, the elder Zahar from Mississippi, he made a good point. He made a video saying that what the survival mode is the heathenistic mindset. And due to our people being in that survival mindset, our people, women are being sluts. They're flocking from rod to rod. They're selling out. One life to live.
Well, they ain't that depressed mindset. Let's face it, the majority of our people don't believe in reincarnation. So they feel like they have that one life to live, and they got to get it all in now, or it's over.
YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO.
They got it from Eve. They got it from Eve. That's like Esau.
Right, and that's a depressed state of the mind to be in. Like once you die, it's it. It's over. You know? And you know, like we was going into that, man. If Jake really believed in reincarnation, he really knew that, you know, that he's lived before and he's gonna live again and then soon gonna live forever. He'd have a whole his actions would be completely different, man. Even if he was wicked, his actions would be completely different. Man. Go ahead.
It says, for after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For the Heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things.
Yep.
But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself.
That's right. Don't worry about your kids, your family, your money, your job, your house. Don't worry about all that stuff, man. The Lord's gonna take care of you, man. You know, don't worry about these carnal. You should be worried about these carnal things anyways, man. You know, because all that's gonna be destroyed. You worry about materialistic things when this place is about to get burned up by thermonuclear fire. You know, like Jake's priorities aren't straight, man. You know, even if you look at Jake in the world, man. You know, like his priorities is all fucked up, man. Jake, you know, Jake living the goddamn projects. Jake living the goddamn projects and drive a goddamn Mercedes on 38s. You know, the car worth more than the whole goddamn apartment complex, the whole project, man. You know, and Jake's priorities is fucked up, man. Go ahead,
Last verse, it says, sufficient. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient until the day is the evil thereof.
That's right. It's very light to you. How about Shemi Al-Shah to take care of his men, man? You know, to feed you, clothe you. Hey, even to bring you riches, women. That's nothing, man. Go ahead,
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 14, in verse 14. Let go from thee the mortal thoughts.
Yep.
Cast away the burdens of man.
Yep.
Put off now the weak nature.
That's right. That's the burdens of man. Wife, my kids, my job. What am I going to do? I got rent to pay. How am I going to eat? You know, how am I going to survive? You know, this, that, and so forth, man. Don't worry about all that, man. You know? Go ahead, Op.
Come. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee.
That's right. You know what I say? If a man have a faith of a grain of a mustard seed, he can move a mountain. You know? So, man, food, you know, money, your family can take care of. That's nothing, man. Go ahead, Op.
And haste.
I was just gonna say, Slack, real quick. It's bigger than us. So you may be like, oh, I love this woman, love. You don't know. Your daughter may got something for that woman that you love her, man. You gotta be. It's not about you. That's what you gotta understand. Humility, meekness. This is not about us. You may love your kids. That spirit in your child that came forth might not be a child that's going to be saved. Might got to be a child that's going to be judged. You never know.
Yeah, because that spirit had dealings with the Most High many a times before you were her father, or before you were her brother.
Right.
Hey, that spirit been here many times. The Most High has a relationship with that spirit. You know, judge it for righteousness' sake, or judge it for wickedness' sake.
That's the.
Hold on.
Go ahead. No, you got it.
Go ahead.
I have one.
Come. And haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done thereafter.
Right. Great evils are coming. Bad times, harsh times. It's called Jacob's trouble for a reason. Plagues are coming upon this place, man. You know? Times like have never been seen before, man. Here it is. All people think America's going to go on forever. This place is going to continue, and it's going to get better. You know? Where Sleepy Joe said, build back better, man. They think this place is going to go on forever. And they think one day they're going to be like the Jetsons, man. He so think one day he's going to be flying in spaceships and shit. George Jetson. And he think he's going to go from Flintstones to the George Jetsons. You know? And it ain't going to happen, man. You know?
His balance has been set. As the scripture
Exactly,
says.
kind.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here, bro.
Hey.
What they was talking to Klaus, and they was saying how they gonna have the robots serving them.
Oh, God.
That's in the Jetsons.
God.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
I forgot. Yo,
And Amazon One, the Amazon One stores, they already got the palm
Yep.
scan.
Yep.
Because if you go to Whole Foods or any Amazon store, it was always you can scan your phone, but now they have it where you can scan the palm of your hand.
Well, they got the sex robots. They got the. You see what's going on in China? You got a goddamn dog and a drone.
And that shit is in Black Mirror.
Yeah.
That shit is indestructible too. Because in that episode, the
God.
bitch, she couldn't kill him. And it just keep coming.
And they just showing you. They just showing you the prototype. They got them with the gun on the back.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? The whole.
The night vision, the
Yeah, the night
Yeah,
vision.
God.
Hey, it's already slowly getting.
It can even open the door.
Yeah, money.
They got truck stops off the interstate now. That's come in. You know how you pull over, you want to get something to eat or a drink or pump gas. the guy, he had pulled the camera. He was like, it was like 4 in the morning. He was like, yo, I'm the only one here. He walked in, opened the door. Everything he wanted was in vending machines, and he pressed the button, swiped it, and that was it. It was an unmanned rest stop.
And you play with that damn robot dog if you want to. That nigga was playing.
hey,
That nigga said, get your ass in the
Yo,
house. Get your ass in the house.
Hey.
He had the shit on his fucking, get in the house. This is a lockdown.
Hey,
He ain't
that's what he
playing.
said that. Remember iRobot?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Remember
Lockdown.
they bought the Will Smith's mother?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
with
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
she
that
bought.
strip went around the joint.
Yeah, she at first she was a helpful robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Look at the
Turn
law that
red.
it said.
yeah.
He said, "You cannot leave the house."
This is for your protection.
He said, "Huh? What are you talking about? This is for your protection."
Yeah.
They
You
should
said a face, man. You said a face,
Yeah,
man.
that shit was blue. That shit was blue and nice at first.
Yeah.
That shit turned red.
Yeah.
And what-
When the when the battle mode.
And what Will say at the end, because they kept Will represent us right there. You know, we've been warning you that hey, something's going down. And when it went down, the sergeant walked in.
Yep.
And he said, somehow saying I told you so that just doesn't fit.
Yeah. But iRobot showed you what that whole plan.
What year was that? Wasn't that like the year 2023, I think? What year was that?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Around this time,
yeah,
it
right.
was around this time.
And you know it's crazy because Will Smith was like, "Yo, I ain't fuck Will Smith," but they had him looking like he was crazy. Like he said, "Something ain't right about these robots."
Yeah, kind
He said, "I just don't trust you." Then the motherfucker switched on him.
And Will Smith, they put Will Smith in a lot of movies
Yep.
that were coming into the,
I
the
Am
times
Legend.
that we're in.
Yep.
I Am Legend,
What's the other one?
Independence Day.
And what's the other one?
Oh,
What is it? Enemy of the State.
Yes,
Yep.
God.
because he's the good boy of Jake.
Right.
Well,
He was,
now
yeah. He was supposed to be in the Matrix.
Right.
You know?
Oh, they was coming out with I Am Legend too.
God,
And they,
God.
you know,
Right.
he was the only Jake you really could think of that image wasn't tarnished, blemished, I should say. You know what I mean? According to Daddy
Well, they doing that now.
yeah.
You know?
I mean, the other robots that's really not being talked about, that's being used a lot of these drones.
You know?
Is what?
And really, what we're seeing out here, we're only seeing like level 1 robots, drones. Like Esau's got level 10, level 20. Remember that the goddamn military robot that had the gun in his hand, he pushed him on the ground, he get right back up, shoot all the targets he hit.
He said,
You know?
Johnson said, he said, bing.
You know, a human can't even do that, man. You know? And Esau's gonna use those on you Jakes, man, when martial laws is playing, when he really wants to shut shit down. You know, what's happening in China, man, is just a test run of what's about to happen over here, man. You know, just like when that whole pandemic happened, where did it happen first? Over there in China, man. You know, the lockdowns, the quarantines, all that, and it trickled right on over here to the United States, man, and various other parts of the earth, man. You know? Go ahead,
Shalak. Matthew 6 and 19. Said, lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt. Because we were talking about that yesterday, about how the elites, the years of soccer, you watch special fit. Everybody talking about they their own.
Yeah, everybody's
bars,
their own bar.
Everybody their own.
Everybody got their own company, their own business.
Like, yo, get the fuck out of here.
Like who's gonna buy
Like,
y'all
yeah.
shit? If everybody got their own goddamn business, who's gonna be the workers, employees? Who's gonna be, who's gonna be buying your shit? If everybody got their own company, their own boss, I make my own money. You know, and that's how Esau wants it. You know, so
Esau don't deal with money.
yeah,
For Esau own shit.
yeah, because all that shit's gonna fall, man. We're seeing that right now. These little middleman companies, the mom and pop, like you was bringing out, man. They're all, getting basically going under the water, man. You know, because you got these big companies, even the trucking
Yeah, we
companies.
were talking about that too, even truckers.
Right. You got your own trucking company, man. You got to pay the gas. You got to pay all these things. You ain't getting no bailout from the government. You know, here it is. If you work for a major trucking company, you ain't coming out of pocket paying your own gas.
Right.
You know, the company's paying for that, man. And then they're getting a tax break. You know, they're getting them little benefits from the government. You know, just to keep playing along, man. So while everyone else goes under.
So one thing they also do too, what they're doing now, they're hiring a lot of these chicks that get CDL, but they get another tax break. So they're all illegal
Minorities,
fucking double,
minorities,
man.
females,
Yeah,
it's all
man.
tax breaks. And let them be a T, one of them T's. Now that's another tax break. You know?
Yeah, that's on another tax
Yeah,
break.
yeah.
They ain't got to pay shit. They'll be like, you know what, y'all ain't got to pay for gas, we'll pay for it. It's harder. Huh?
You got it.
So it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Because we know the so white man's a goddamn devil.
Right.
He owns everything. He's not going to allow you to have no type of shape or form to even usurp authority over him.
And really, you don't even the shit that Jakes are acquiring for, you really don't even own, man. Your house, your car, your business, even the money, man, it ain't yours, man. And Esau's about to come back and take it all back, man.
Hey, you buy a dog. You live in a certain county, you got to register that dog.
Right.
Or else.
Right.
Let that dog do something. Oh no, this is not a fucking jealous neighbor. He got a nice dog.
He barking too loud. His dog keeps barking.
He's barking it. Dog could be, you could be in the house. Dog could be in the house. He's barking. I hear him. He come to boom, boom, boom. Well, is your dog neutered or spayed? Is it? Do you have a? If it's not, do you have a kennel license to breed it? Like, what?
You know, out here, you can't have a dog on a chain.
Same in Richmond.
You know what I mean? No, I mean,
A
the
dog,
state.
animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I grew up always with
call
my
it
dog
dog.
on a tree
People
on
call
a
it
chain.
chain
You
on you.
know what I'm saying?
Hey, you better have a permit for them crops you growing in the backyard. Hey, you want to recycle rainwater? You better have a permit from Esau, man. How is that
Devil.
possible?
Hey,
You know, rainwater, man.
Hey, if you got a horse, you know, your church just got horses. Oh, you better have a Coleman license. Or you gotta get the shit footed. Or you gotta make sure if your horse is allowed to even be able in the park. It's good. Oh, you gotta have a trailer. And then your trailer gotta be registered.
But Jake still thinks he's free,
I
man.
don't think he's free.
What about when you pay off your car? Say you got a car loan for 6 years, you got to pay 400 whatever for 72 months or whatever, and you do that. So now it's yours. He says, all right, yeah, but every year you got to pay me property tax. Why I gotta? Well, how are you taxing me on something that I own? I don't owe this to anybody. It's personally mine, but I still gotta pay you.
Right. I
And
got
then
the
on
title
top,
in
if it ain't parked in your residence, you gotta pay a garage fee.
Hey,
You know what I mean? It doesn't
hey.
make sense, yo.
And Esau man take you to cook for my chicken.
For what?
My chicken.
Oh my God.
Yo, they was like, yo, you got a rooster? Oh, such and such. You're not allowed to have roosters. So, oh, you have how many birds? Oh, do you have a chicken license?
What?
They gotta be in groups.
License?
They gotta be in groups, right?
No, regardless of that, you gotta have a license on it.
What do you do about pigeons?
That's why Jake ain't got birds. I'll never forget Judah. One thing I can say about Judah, back in the day, Judah always had some type of animal. I remember Judah used to flip birds. They, well, birds, they let them out the joint, just a flip. You like, what the hell? Many birds. And they'll come in the cage, like, yo, what the hell is that? Like, oh shit. Jake always had, we go in the scriptures, Jake has always had animals, man.
Cattle, land.
We all had some type of animals, man. But now, like I said, Esau made everything so goddamn hard. You can't have none of this shit, man.
Because this devil has a God complex, man. He wants to be like the Messiah, so therefore he wants to control everything.
I get that.
Goats, we got goats, we got horses. Oh, you gotta have some you gotta have some licenses on these goddamn animals of yours, man. Oh, the jurisdiction code here says you can't have this and this. So you got, if they're not clipped, if they're not neutered or spayed, you gotta, they were trying to get me to pay $200 because I had a female and a dog, a female and a male dog, and it wasn't spayed or neutered. They were trying to get me to pay $200, man, a year, because they wasn't. But that's the devil. You gotta pay.
Hey, oh, yeah, go ahead with yours.
Yeah.
John, you get yours.
This is back what the brother was saying. The 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sit in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is God.
That's right. He saw his God come through. That's why he's trying to fulfill his new world order agenda. You know, his new world order goal. I think he wants to be like the Most High, man. So that's why he's gene splicing, trying to create this, cloning this, you know.
And that's why you said, oh, you love a
Did you see
woman?
this? Real quick, just to add on, did you see, he crazy. They spliced a pigeon with chicken feet. Has any brother seen that? It was in New York.
You gotta see me the pic.
Yes, I'm gonna look the video. The pigeon, you know how a pigeon walks like this?
Yeah.
It was walking like a chicken though, man. And it had the chicken feet and everything. And it had the legs was mad long. You know, a pigeon legs is like this, but pigeon legs is like
small.
I'm gonna look it up. See,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Esau said, you got a woman in your household? Well, it's not legit if you married. You gotta come to us. And signify. Oh, you got kids? Well, we need Social Security. We need significant. Well, we gotta. That's why. What is it? When your kids go into school, what, 4 years old? That's why. When your kids turn 4 years old, they see a nice little letter in the mail. Your kids is not eligible to come to our school, and now you gotta enroll him. And if you don't, you're going to jail. You know?
And this goes
Then
right
they-
back. No,
you got
it's a
it.
lot.
You got it.
Hey, it goes right back to the scriptures, man. That you're gonna have to, you know, basically in one of all things, you're gonna have to go to this goddamn devil.
Oh, the baby's first born. I seen all this shit. That shit is crazy. When a newborn, you had a baby, right? They'll take the baby and walk out the room with it. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, hold on. Yo, what the fuck are you doing?
And a lot of people been getting their baby switch because of that. They were leaving and then bring back the wrong baby. And they would find out later on that like they still wasn't their baby. Shit like that.
But you can tell by her child too, by her child.
Yeah. The baby born, the mother be ready to put the titty in the mouth, or the doctor. They ready to give it a similar. Right. Like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Boy, it'd be about to be a fucking brawl in that bitch. Then they'll take it, they try to eject it. Like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? But see, that's the devil for you. And then you'll have, again, years later, they'll tell you, it's eligible to go in the school. Then they'll be like, yo, does the baby have his shots and so forth? Then you gotta go out there, go get a decree, or what was it, the paperwork saying, yo, I'm not for shit, my baby getting injected. It's not, but that's the devil for you, man. He owns that. That show. See, Moab not out here doing that. Ham not out here doing that. Elam not out here doing that. This is goddamn devil. And he's doing that shit across the four corners. You got it. You go ahead, preach that.
And that's one of these people haters because their God tells them to. He got their minds, man. Because they hate truth. As soon as the truth comes out, they call it false. Hey, that nigga's a God. He's became a God.
And that's what, and it goes back to Ecclesiastes and King Solomon. He tell you that everything is vanity. Because you can really enlighten your kids to all what's going on. Once your kid go to that school,
You get indoctrinated, man. It's the rebuking you.
yeah,
You wrong, Daddy.
you wrong, daddy.
Mix that with TikTok and
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, you get
TV,
It's over.
You can
with.
hang it up.
the
Yeah,
grassy,
he's funny. He's funny.
Nickelodeon,
He said, Dad, if you hit me, I'm calling the what's the hotline?
CHP, CCHP.
That's why you had all them Edomites when George Floyd had got his ass headlocked to death. You had all them Edomite daughters getting kicked out of their houses because the TikTok trend was get you a black boyfriend.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter. So they were going home. Fuck you. BLM. Like you had a whole bunch of videos with so-called white daughters arguing with their fathers about BLM.
You got a whole lot of Edomite supporters actually called Black Lives Matter more than Jake, man. You saw that when they was going through the streets, fucking the city up, man. That was mostly Esau.
Shit, we saw that shit on right here live. It was Edomites out there. It wasn't no Jake.
Because what is BLM? GLM.
Yeah,
That's really what it is. So,
Yeah.
because everybody that supported was a goddamn faggot.
yeah. You see how they turned that out, right? When Black Lives Matter what? Something about all lives matter, but it was supposed to be like an LGBTQ right after that. You know, the rainbows and then transgenderism and you know, and then again, who's on top of that? The nigga.
What you gotta look at?
See, they always use our women for that.
What you gotta look at? Where they at now?
Yeah. They went back into the north.
Where they at now? It seems like we still.
They put a Homer Simpson.
What's that? Surah 36. Let thy prophets be found faithful. We the only ones out here. Now see, we actually encountered them fuckers. Black Lives Matter, they came there, marched up. Yo, the cops was escorting them. They threw a goddamn water bottle at us. You know? Talking shit.
The one nigga
The one dot, the one black ass dot in the
That's
group.
what we're gonna have done there.
Yeah.
You know, under different circumstances.
That Black Lives Matter shit was all orchestrated by Esau, man. And
It
almost
was
every,
funded by George Soros.
yeah, kind. Because almost in every goddamn city, you had these Black Lives Matter people blocking the whole city out right in front of the courthouse. The cops just there like, hey,
What happened in the month of February?
Yeah, kind.
Hey, hold on. Where's our security?
You know? It's all-
You know, where's our goddamn
And they
security?
found another house that the girl bought.
Yeah.
You know, $multi-million home.
$multi-million.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know, the point is, man, you know, we're not this is not our place. We don't, here it is, we're amongst every spirit out here. We could die, thrown in jail, beat up, shot at, stabbed. Man, it might be a crew coming up. They're out there, such and such. We got a money for them. We're all gathering up, get the guns. We could all get slaughtered. So, you know, but we need police or escort. We need Norfolk PD, NPD right here. You know, we need someone. We ain't get no fuck. We know why? We depend on y'all by your own shot. You know, I'm gonna continue on. It says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither more. I'm gonna tell you something too. Me and a bride from North Carolina were talking about that. That's how you know it gotta be another. It gotta be a kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, for real, if you look like that,
He's funny.
for you to even look like that, you're going to do wickedness.
Yeah.
You're gonna blind your hair.
You better do something.
You're gonna get a BBL.
He said you gotta do something.
You're gonna do lipo.
They got no standards.
Same as social.
You're going whenever the world is hot,
Oh, it's low, low.
an ugly motherfucker's gonna do it. They're going to hate you. They make you ugly, dark, with nappy hair. And you see, but my point is saying that see, Esau the dog. So to be in that body and to look like that, fucking ugly, you're gonna do all types of wickedness, man.
Oh, what was that saying in the scripture where it talks about? You remember? Basically, this is Iraq. You remember when Antiochus came? To Jerusalem. They said what? That a woman looked ugly, something like that. What was the paraphrasing? Go kind of like that, even if it's so. But I'm just saying.
Well, go ahead, Lamb. The scripture said how no problem take everything, beauty, everything from you. And he did. What Isaiah the 3rd chapter? He said he shook the nickel for everything. And again, some of us got ailments. He look at each other. I gotta fuck with him. I'm like, God damn.
Took the hair away.
Hair gone. So I can just imagine.
Compared to the Lord's standard of beauty, we all ugly.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Lord said He made us ugly. When you read the prophecies, He said He will beautify us beyond measure. So, like the scripture say, we should be as the Lord, for we should see Him as He is. We in this corruptible flesh, right?
Soon our bodies are gonna be made perfect. We're gonna get those glorious bodies, man. These ain't glorious, man. These bodies ain't glorious. These bodies ain't perfect, man. They're subject to the elements.
One leg shorter than the other.
Right.
One arm.
You know?
You got. We all
Teeth fucked up.
and again.
You know?
Yo, you got one face look different.
Yeah.
You can look on this side of the face look different.
Arches all on your
Yeah,
skin.
then you
all
can look
type
at this
of
side,
shit.
this look different. You like, well, what the fuck?
You
You
get
got
cut,
teeth.
yeah, you get cut deep enough, you can bleed out. When we get them perfect bodies, ain't gonna be no bleeding, man. Ain't gonna be no aging. We're gonna live forever, man.
Even when you're reading the law, there's laws on being ugly. The Lord speaks about people that have blemishes.
Yep.
You got the cleft lip.
Yep.
They got to be put away. You know, certain deformities within the face got to be put away. So there's actually laws about being ugly, man.
That's why the sacrifice couldn't be nothing but blemish.
Most
That'd
High is
be perfect.
perfection, man. So
And
in
that
the eyes
just
of Most High, really, we all through.
And that just clearly shows you that this is not our kingdom. But you got a lot of ugly motherfuckers out here.
Hey,
Go amongst Norfolk.
Yeah.
Go amongst Richmond.
Hey,
Petersburg.
even having white skin is considered nothing.
Yep.
But in this day and age, hey, Esau done flipped the script, man. He done turned everything upside down. Hey, everybody wants to be white or light skin. You got people bleaching their skin. You know.
You know what's even crazy? Like, see, social media, like I said, you got these ugly people, you know, like I said, burnt women like that. They say that they're beautiful. And what? Yeah, burnt people. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
You got that ugly,
or what?
you got that ugly dark skin, or neck different shade of black.
Right.
Face
That's always
different.
from.
Yeah.
But even Edomites, but then what? People on the upper left be saying, oh,
Yeah, you
oh, girl,
You're still beautiful, girl.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my
hey,
God.
you got certain nigga women. She got that nasty back fat. She'll never get rid of.
It's like they gotta put deodorant on the back of their neck.
Who's that? Got a hunchback. Who's that? That shit look wild.
Who's that woman that? Who's that? Who's that woman who's a rapper who always has her ass out?
Hey, find me that name. Take that.
Let's
Lord.
go.
Yeah. Let me read this real quick. This is in the law. This is Leviticus chapter 21, verse 16. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron, saying, Whosoever he be of thy seed in their generations that have any blemish, let him not approach to offer the bread of Yahweh. For whatsoever man he that be that have a blemish, he shall not approach. A blind man or a lame, or he that have a flat nose, or anything superfluous, or a man that be broken-footed, or broken-handed, or crooked back.
So you got the you gotta see them dudes. You got the little weird.
Yeah, he said crooked back.
You got the. You be like, God. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
There's more on this.
Hey, me and Rob was talking about this. You ever seen a man with a fucked up leg? Like, ain't nothing you can do. You can be a rich man. That fucked up leg is not going to be overlooked. That's why I say this, because that makes the Lord is beautiful, and we're gonna have another. We have another king. This is not it. See, the so-called white man tells you you only got one life to live. So now you sitting there looking at yourself. You gonna look at that leg. Hey, bro, you will bug yourself out, bro.
If I may,
Go ahead.
based on that in the law, there's no way that we could come back if it wasn't for
That's what I'm
Yahweh
saying.
grace.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
We're
saying? Because
fucked
without
up.
the grace, go ahead, bro.
No, you got it, bro.
Because without the grace, there's no way we can even be at this altar. You know?
When you read them laws, you understand the level that the Most High is actually on with cleanliness, all type of shit. We falling way below from what we used to.
My grace. And what is it? Ezekiel 16 told you how the Lord made us beautiful. Now look at us. We're fucked up. The black woman ugly. The Latina woman's hairy. She's bugged out. The men are weak. Hey, you ever seen a guy that's got the weird shoulders? I think me and my daughter talking about that. You got the guy that's got the weird shoulders. I don't give a fuck how much. He can take steroids. His shoulders won't still be ugly. Got them ugly straight backs, some square backs. You know, they just ain't no muscle definition is going to get in them. But you got to really understand though that the reason why a lot of people do wickedness is because of their low self-esteem, because of their lowness. They battle demons because they look in the mirror and they look at themselves and go, what the fuck? But then Esau said you only got one life to live. So there's a lot of men out here that's not getting money. A lot of men, it's shit's fucked up. And for Esau to sit there and say, tell our people, you only got one life to live. That's what's the scripture says, my burden is easy.
My yoke is light.
My yoke is light. That's why it tells you, basically the point is, man, Yahweh Shah is very beautiful. Because you really got to look at, if we wasn't Israel, then goddamn, we're through.
But they think we mean the Most High. You listen to this, you be like, God damn.
Yeah.
Keep going, bro.
Yeah, just a little more. It says, or crooked back,
That's what you were just talking about. There you
or,
go.
or a dwarf, or he that have a blemish in his eye.
I know.
Bro,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on, all jokes aside, man.
Yeah.
All jokes aside. Come on, man. Let's stop
That's
playing.
the spirit.
That's why he looking. Stop playing. Bodies are fucked up out here, man. what can you like? I don't. You can pop the steroid shots. Your body is not. It's ugly.
There's no cure for
It ain't no cure for ugliness, man.
You gotta come back as the
You gotta come back. You gotta get the kingdom.
That's a curse too.
That's
if you,
what I'm
if you was
saying.
an adulterous nigga, the Most High have you born with ailments in your penis.
And that,
You might have a little wee wee on your shit might not even know.
That's a curse right there.
yo, man, that's. I'm gonna tell you something too. Now that now, if someone got a little wee wee in this on this side,
That's a curse, bro.
That's a curse.
and
And
you
really,
know,
and technically, we all do compared to
Yeah.
what we used to have.
that is true.
Because that in the kingdom, when you see what the Lord give us, you be like, damn, we supposed to be working with this shit? Like, we supposed to be killing
But
this.
see, in this society, we live in a sexual. He gotta. What's the rap music? He gotta be slanging it. What's that
The
rap
females,
bitch?
man, they be saying
What's
that.
that rap bitch?
Make it sound.
No, the other one. It's a new rap. She said, he looked like he got big D energy and all that. I'm like, what?
Is that mulatto?
I
that's
think
mulatto.
so.
Yeah, that's
He
mulatto.
got this and that.
Funny.
But certain things ain't got that.
So,
So that would plague your mind, bro.
yeah, yeah,
If it says it right here, it says, or be scabbed, have any scabs on you. We all do with scabs sometimes. It says, or have his stones broken, right? It
Right.
says,
Some of it got malfunctions.
Right,
Yep.
that is what I'm saying, yeah.
it says,
Shout out to Teshron, the big man, bro. Esau's pushing the food that we eat. You think you we tear this thing up. But what the fuck? Like, yo, he's like, oh, you think you gonna call her? So she, I know she saw my message. She done cut you off.
Yeah.
What you want?
But
Somebody
all
make
this,
money.
but all this said, that really fucks with a man.
Yeah.
But
Ego, that's ego.
hey, man, you know, yeah, you gotta grow
Just
up.
a little more. It says,
It's like one thing. Oh yeah, one of the, also, you know, me pushing. Oh, look at DJ. So I could look at DJ Envy, man. You see, right? He couldn't even clean his wife
my
for all them years.
Yo,
Make fun of him right there in public, man. That's
right there,
embarrassing.
one of them said, she
He's
thinks.
such a sense, he just
I'm
taking
like,
it.
yo, that's what I'm saying.
There's a
Because,
lot
you
of
know, he
shit.
got caught so-called cheating back in the day, so he just do whatever his wife tell him to do.
She ugly, man. She's ugly, man.
that's crazy.
But the thing about it is like, yo, we have to, you gotta get the kingdom.
Hey, Salaki, I just want to say
Got
one
it,
thing,
bro.
Salaki. You know, a lot of people think that they can go to the doctor and change whatever
Somebody coming up.
deformity they have or anything. I know somebody personally, you talk about a messed up leg. He got beat real bad with the bat on his knee, so he was like, you ever seen the movie Shocker? The dude that used to drag his leg, that's how he would walk. So one day he got a knee replacement. Next time I seen him, because he stayed out there going, he was running, walking straight. He was so happy he had a little bop in his step. Like a month later, the Lord took that knee from him, rejecting his system. So he back to limping again, you know what I mean? And that's, hey, the Lord made you this way for a certain reason.
That can really fuck with a man.
Yeah.
Because, you know, one thing I realized I grew up doing is observing change. I would say, like, why would somebody do certain things? You know, the upbringings, the inner cities, the way they live, the upbringings. You would see a lot of times Jake did a lot of things because he had low self-esteem.
Well, that's why Jake do all this wicked
Yeah.
shit, because they really hurting themselves.
Hurting themselves.
You got them Jakes that just love the street shit when they tear shit up. You know, they want to prove they the baddest man on the block. You don't know what he was going through when he was growing up, not having dinner, not having bread to eat, or his mom might have been, or his uncle might have been touching on him.
I'm
You
gonna
know
tell you
what I'm
something too, man. One thing I noticed what my grandma used to do. She used to call my mom black. So your woman's supposed to be my sister black. Like she said, when the argument was happening, yo, black ass. That could really like fuck you up. Especially you don't know your identity, you don't know your past, your future. All you know, the whole world, yo, black ass, you black, you black, darky, you nigga. You know, and then here it is, your own goddamn mama,
What
your
you say
grandma.
in Color Purple? This is one of Judah's favorite movies.
I may be black.
Yep.
I may be ugly, but I'm healed. Thank God I'm healed.
That's
See, the thing
Jake.
is-
That's Jake though, man.
The thing is, a lot of these kids growing up only know their father as that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Look like your daddy.
You don't even know your father's real name. You just know him as that nigga.
And you only know the bad stories.
Right.
He did nothing good.
Yeah.
Nothing
He
Yeah.
did nothing good. He's the worst nigga on the planet.
He had to do something good at first because you was all in love with him at one point.
Did
You know
nothing
what I
good.
mean?
Hey, she slept down with him. Had a baby by him.
That's it. Just
But you see the beauty. See, that's why the Lord is making us Dominican. It's beautiful. But now we're questioning things like, hold on. Now, then you gotta understand. Damn, if my dad was such a bad person, why did my mom lay with him? Now you're questioning things. Now you're questioning Esau. You know, well, at one time we just took the shit. We ate it up. We accepted it. Went to school. We was angry, emotional, fucked up in our minds. But see, now the Lord gave us clarification of why all these things happen upon us. And now we have the eyes to see, the ears that we can hear.
And that brings comfort. Like
That's
we're going
right,
into in the love lesson, cleaving to this truth. Because that's the only thing that's going to bring you comfort. It's cleaving unto the truth. Jake don't have comfort in the world. So they deal with these things we talking about. And they
Esau
lash out.
And
They
Esau-
lash out in
Yep.
school. Man, in school, I was mad at the people that would lash out and get me in fights with them and make me want to beat their ass. But now you understand why they were like that. Trouble they dealt with at home.
Also in the
Insecurities.
house.
You know what I'm saying?
They keep showing up.
Yeah.
Look at that. They ain't letting you do it.
And they actually
Bad
made
genetics.
But see, you know this shit. They made a movie about that called
Yeah.
Precious.
yeah.
But she was just winning the chicken.
Slocky, man.
Young.
But what Esau would do, they would take her because she's broken and let her humiliate herself.
Yeah.
And then they would that gives leeway for anybody else that's hurt inside to do the same shit. Like, what's that fucking ugly ass big bitch they always do? She played on the movie
Precious.
No. You talking about,
Not Precious. The ugly. Big. She was on the movie.
Ghostbusters. Mitchell Saturday Night Live with the
talking about,
She was on that movie National Security. You know
Yeah,
what
Big
I'm talking about.
Leslie. She from New York. She on the new Eddie Murphy joint.
I think so.
Yeah, she was
She
the
tall.
mother. She was the mother.
Yeah.
yeah,
He
the
said,
tall,
he
the tall
said,
ugly
he
bitch.
said, I give you a big red.
He said, big red. He said, what you doing on my red?
That hurt her. You can tell that bitch is ugly.
Yeah, she making money off her ugliness.
That's right, man. Esau is pimping her to push that so these other broken motherfuckers can be like, oh, I'm ugly too, so I'm willing to do anything so I can get on a limelight.
Yeah.
And that's what Esau does.
Yeah, hey, watch that Precious movie because they show you it's scripted. She went in the store stealing chicken. You know, she went home, her mom was fat and abusing her.
Yep.
They both was fat in the house. They made a movie about they know chicken.
And they treat them down.
Yeah. She in the house getting abused by her big fat Monique played her mama. You ugly bitch. Threw her down the stairs. Watch that movie. That shit.
Yeah, I seen it.
Hey, anybody, hey, see this? Hey, you live in Jersey.
Try to drop a TV on her.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then she went to
She got molested, too.
she went and got help from Mariah Carey, who was supposed to be like the light skinned
the
beauty.
hero, so-called
But she
hero.
couldn't vibe with it because she was beautiful. And I'm
See that? What you saying?
I was just saying, see, you live in Jersey, and see, you
No,
go.
no, that's
Now,
not.
I'm not saying
Yeah, that's it.
like, Jersey, like New York's like the gateway to Music City, but
Yours is some folks on
in Jersey, New York, they out in the open with they with bro. You will see a mother verbally abuse their kids. You black little bitch. Do. I don't play it. It'll be 9, bro. You'll be in New York 7 o'clock in the morning. Cause the kids gotta go to school. So this mother's verbally abusing their kids. But it'll be a 10 o'clock p.m. She's
must-
still angry about the situation happening to somebody. He's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yo, when I go to New York and Jersey, verbal abuse, and then you be like, yo, you understand why them girls are so fucked up and people so fucked up? Or no?
Cali too. Like
Yeah.
the hoods in Cali, it's
Yeah,
the same. It's a mirror, you know.
But the thing about it, I just use New York, Cali, Jersey, as example, Philly, because it's out in the open. But this is happening
Yeah,
all
yeah.
through the 4 corners. Down south, and them ignorant niggas down south, man. That's a different type of nigga. I've been to Memphis, New Orleans, man. You got it, bro.
I ain't wanting
Yeah, Them niggas, I told I
Bro,
never.
my family down
Hey.
south, they still dress like they the year 2000. Not 01, the year 2000. Got a black and mild, shit no low. Big,
Yo, nah, y'all.
Them niggas don't make. They don't speak English. They make sounds.
they English for real, bro.
Them
They
niggas make
for real.
sounds and they understand each other.
They English for real.
Yeah, they got a whole different
They
language.
speak. They make sounds and only them. They understand each other. You have more. I'm
I
going
think
back to
you still have that precept, Ayah?
Go
ahead, bring it up.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse.
Oh yeah, but basically the priest I was reading, it goes on to say that man should not enter and offer up a sacrifice because he will don't let that man profane my sanctuary, which means make it unclean. So any ailment you have makes you unclean. We all have defects about us, so we're all unclean.
Right.
That's why we need Yahweh Shai. And the eyes of that's what the Most High is not dealing with us on that level. He can't. What did he tell Moses? He told Moses, I can't even look at you. You know? He said, no man can set his face upon me and live. He said that to Moses. You know, but you got Jake out here dealing with Most High. Most High. Most High not dealing with you, man. You don't know. You got too many defects. You ain't clean.
the Lord spokesman.
Go ahead, yo.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment.
And that's what and Esau does that, man. He uses low self-esteem, ailments, curses, and he pimps and extorts us. He makes billions off of us.
But he the ugliest motherfucker on the planet.
Esau got the ugliest body. That's what steroids is for Esau.
And even when they get muscles, they look stupid.
Even when they have beards, they look stupid.
You see that the competition, the bodybuilding
Yeah.
competition, even the women.
Niggas be all awkward looking.
Yeah, kind of.
They can't stand up.
They ass be little as a bitch. Look at them like big niggas. Fucking weirdos, man.
Right there, that's the
That's
spirit.
it. Niggas are stupid, bro.
That's what he's looking back.
You can't make this up.
Now, like, being big and having all these muscles and being strong is supposed to be so-called masculine. But when you get at the peak of your career and you're a bodybuilder, you gotta put on this little thong and walk out in front of everybody and flex your butt cheeks.
Cause that shit go back to Greece, gymnos.
Yeah, exactly.
Naked.
Yeah.
Which mean naked,
Yep.
niggas.
Yep. You know?
Yeah.
That's why everybody be in the gym got the tightest goddamn men be out here got booty shorts on working out legs.
Bro, let me spot you on your squat.
Yo, yeah, they be like,
Got that dude, Instagram dude, the big nigga that with the speedos with the fanny pack, dancing and shit.
Oh, the nigga with the dread.
I can't
Bro, I
stand
seen that nigga the other day. I said, Lord, kill this nigga.
Yes.
This nigga fucking
Yeah, man.
Kill this
I hate that dude. He annoying. He's
This nigga
annoying.
300 pounds.
I hate that dude.
He's gonna get up.
he be with the other dude, the other dancing nigga with the beard.
Disgusting, bro.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It looks fucking
He's annoying,
disgusting.
bro. He's
That
annoying.
nigga fucking.
Like regular women don't like that shit, man.
Rid of this
And
nigga.
he dancing everywhere, bro. He in the mall. Niggas is trying to eat this nigga.
Jump off and start.
See, Esau, when you really look at it, niggas that do steroids, our people that do steroids, really, they have low self-esteem.
Well, back to what you were saying, you never know what was happening
Yep.
to him in his household. Now, I gotta get big, I gotta get buff, I can't let nobody, I ain't no bitch. You know?
What's that dude named Larry Wills? Larry Wills.
Who's that?
He said he's a light-skinned dude. He does steroids. He's a bodybuilder right now. He even said the reason what made him start doing steroids because he used to see his mom get beat up.
Oh shit.
So that what made him. He felt real. He fucked him up.
Right. He probably feel like he
He
couldn't
couldn't
protect.
protect his mom.
Right, got
You know, but again, that goes back to his mom. You got it.
Yeah, that steroid shit, that shit's temporary. Now, look at everybody's been on steroids. If they haven't died and they're off steroids for a long period of time, look at their fucking bodies. Man, they back to worse than when they started lifting weights.
Oh, bro, you seen the people who got off steroids?
Yeah, now they walking,
what's his
they all
name,
fucked
man?
up.
Oh, yeah. Remember Arnold
Calvin,
Schwarzenegger?
who's the other one? The main one.
You talking
Atlas?
about,
Chest was down.
Not Atlas?
Nah, you talking
He
about
died,
the white
didn't
dude.
he?
You
Yeah.
talking about,
No, the Jake. The main one.
Oh, yeah.
exactly who
He walk like this.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, you talking
That's what I'm
about?
talking about,
Yeah, I
man.
can't think of
What
it.
you call it?
He look like fucking something on Mortal
I know,
Kombat.
But not only the physical, because you got to realize it's a drug. You know how many stories of these Edomites that was on steroids and they altered their mind, they turned in rage, and what we just talking, they couldn't get they rod up,
couldn't get it rod up.
And they no longer can produce testosterone.
Yeah,
After taking all that steroids and all that stuff, the body no longer produces testosterone. It's just been producing so much, you know, to push all that into the muscles.
And all that shit is phony because which this devil sucks the nutrients out of everything, but the way you get the muscles and the nutrients from the earth. Every vitamin that you need in your body comes from the you were made from the earth. The Lord tells you in the book of Genesis he made us out of the waters and from the soil. That's why we need water. Every vitamin that you need in your body comes from the earth. But what does he do?
He take it to the store.
He takes it out of the food.
Yeah.
He doesn't promote greens.
You just I think
Which greens is that shit makes you fucking strong.
And that's another reason he don't want you growing your own crop.
yeah. What they call it, superfoods. A lot of greens are superfoods.
Like makes you
Spinach.
strong. It may not make you big, but it'll make you strong as shit. Carrots are super.
What you saying?
one of y'all brothers put in the chat that the shit that's you buying in Whole Foods ain't you really even
Of course not. It's owned by Amazon.
Yeah.
But the scriptures say medicines come from the earth. You know, come from trees, you know,
Yeah.
plants.
But even Esau
Brother
messed that
brought
up
out the
now.
almond milk thing. You know, you think you're doing right. You know, trying to, you know, you get rid of the
Silk.
dairy. You turn it around. I'm like, damn, why I need 20 damn ingredients? It's almond milk, water and almonds.
Esau already plotted on that.
And it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's crazy because I actually had a Benjamin. Well, I think it was Gad. Not Benjamin. His dad was Gad. He actually took some nuts and pressed them. Yes, he actually showed me how to make milk out of nuts. Pressed them together, and it ground it, and it made milk, bro. And this shit was good as he put cinnamon in it, some other type of stuff
Put a
in
little
it.
like oil in it or something.
Nah, no oil. He pressed the nuts together. It was a certain type of nut that he made. He bought. He was showing me. Watch. I said, yo. I asked him, yo, what type of milk is this? He's like, I'll show you. And I'm like, yo, it was just, like I said, nuts, a certain type of nuts with cinnamon. And that was it. You go to these stores, look at this milk, like, what the hell is this? Silk, Food Line almond milk, Walmart almond milk. What the fuck
Name
is
brand,
this?
name
It's all
brand.
processed.
Tells you bullshit.
Even like with Salakia, I'm thinking of it. When you go buying your food, some of the meats say minimally processed.
Yeah.
What is a minimally processed? You know what I mean? It's processed or it's not processed. What are you talking about?
See, a lot of the stuff that they put in the food is preservatives.
Nah,
So it can last.
Right, right. But when you get your milk isn't processed on Monday and delivered on your stores at Tuesday. A lot of that milk is held somewhere frozen, and then they ship it out.
Well, that's why
In
organic.
the trailer.
That's why.
Exactly.
That's
That's
why
why.
Cali.
Exactly.
That's why organic
Yeah.
food costs so much.
Oh yeah,
If it's truly organic, you know, it's not sprayed on, no preservatives on it, so it goes.
trailers.
You know, you get real organic food.
Hell yeah,
Within 2
PFG.
days, it's out of here. You get organic with bananas.
What?
You know, 3 days, you see all that black. It's all.
That's how it's supposed to be.
You know what I'm saying?
It really ain't nothing really truly organic
We were
because this
talking-
devil is spraying the goddamn skies.
That's true.
And it
And
goes.
also the land sale. You know, like I said,
Right.
broke along the land sale.
This earth is not using this full strength.
That's why you get rid of the farmers and the amount of food that was thrown away last year. Because you got to think about it. A lot of the schools were closed.
God,
They could have fed.
fed the whole homeless of the whole earth. Man.
They could have fed everybody off of the milk,
Oh, yeah.
bread, and you know.
But that's a double.
I mean, even if it was
that's
past the due date, I mean, sometimes eating food that's close to bad is better than starving to death.
Yeah,
Or having nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because even then, it still could be good. You know, it might be, you know, but you got a good percentage, a good chance that the food's all right. At the end of the day, you might just get sick for a little bit.
One
You know?
one thing I can tell brothers too, if y'all go to like, if y'all ever find like a, you know about Ollie's, what's the other joint? Ollie's,
Oh, you talking about the discount?
Yeah, Ollie's and what's the other joint out here?
This
Ollie's.
used to be it.
And it's another one. They
They
sell.
talking about Ollie's.
It's my different, right?
No.
Ollie's my best. Like it.
Ollie's and there's another store they sell.
Ain't talking about
They sell they sell like
Like wholesale stuff.
oh, frozen market is in Richmond.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
they food be out of date.
Yeah.
Them shit, you be like, oh shit, cheaper here than meat.
You'll get a
cheap.
lot of that.
Everything cheap.
Oh, that ain't shit.
Bro,
Go
this
to-
shit be
Hey,
outdated.
go to Portsmouth and go to Save-A-Lot.
Oh yeah,
Oh, Save-A-Lot's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Save-A-Lot.
Go to Save-A-Lot
Hey,
Portsmouth. That shit, man.
Big Lots,
$100.
Save-A-Lot.
Oh my, yo, big
Fine.
lots, bro.
You be like, yo, how you get on this? Yo,
They got one up the street from here. No,
Yeah.
Oh,
These major food chains ship all their shit to them.
Like, oh,
Sell it for a low price.
Jesus, $2.
Dick Gregory talked about that
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
about how, like I said,
You seen the
should
art
get
shit, the
expired
cheese
and
is
take it
right
together.
next to
Yeah.
the bread. The coffee creamer. You know,
They got-
Honey Buns ain't got no more frosting on it.
They
It's
got,
Yeah,
it's just cheap.
they got,
Oh,
they
this
got,
some kind of deal. Look at the box, be like, yo, this expired last year.
for real though.
God.
They got unlucky charms on the shelf.
Yeah.
no marshmallow. No marshmallow.
That shit, yeah,
And
that
then
shit,
Jake-
that
that's
shit
Jake's
went
story.
away.
God.
In
I
a
used to
box.
be there every day, and when I went to Norfolk, bro, I used to go there every day. Honey Buns.
Yeah.
You thought that shit? You
That
thought
shit
you was
too
getting
big,
expensive?
man.
You thought you was getting a deal. Now you killing yourself.
Double killing yourself. Outdated.
All
And
that,
it's
all that
bad.
fake, all that fake sugar, man. That's what the devil wants, man. He wants you to take all this artificial, sugar. He wants fluoride in your system. All these chemicals he wants in your system because he knows it has a influence heavily on your brain and your body. You know, the way you think, the way you breathe, the way you move.
There was a time when
No good.
there was a time when iodine was in toothpaste. You know? There was a time when iodine was
Right,
in
right.
toothpaste. There were the least. The reason why they got rid of iodine in the toothpaste is because the tooth was in it.
They used to have lead. They used to have lead in a lot of products also. Hey, Coca-Cola, man, used to have what? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Coca-Cola used to have
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
Elon Musk
Straight
talking about
Coca.
putting it back in there.
That
No,
nigga-
I'm serious.
no, he said,
I'm not joking.
it looked like he was joking, though, but he said, I'm going to buy Coca-Cola and put the Coke back in there.
Elon Musk.
But he let you know Coke
let
was
you know
really
that.
in
What
it.
happened? Has any brother see the documentary of the guy who made Coca-Cola? He was on some, I think, hooked to morphine or
Yeah.
something. And it took him so long to try to get it, because he'll make it, but it was so strong you couldn't drink it.
Right.
So I think the cocaine did
Yeah,
something
yeah.
where it subsided.
And another thing they put the cocaine in there is to get people addicted so they'll keep
Oh,
buying.
yeah, yeah.
And you already
Yep,
see
yep.
that with these Pepsi and Coca-Cola products.
Yeah,
if
you
they
see
don't
that a lot
have
with
the
opium.
Yeah, because if they don't have, if
That's there
somebody,
go, opiates.
yeah. See, if someone who drinks Pepsi every day faithfully, they can't go a day without drinking
That
Pepsi.
shit fuck up your teeth too.
Well, that makes. Well, that's why they're the two. That's why they're the two companies, Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
Your car battery.
Top
They're the
dog.
two
I was
top
like,
dogs
damn.
because they had the ingredient, the main ingredient to put in there.
You know,
Coke and
I don't know if you know, I used to work for Pepsi. Them the top dogs, these are umbrellas. A lot of all them others, energy
saying.
drinks,
Fanta,
sodas,
oh,
or Pepsi.
Yeah, it's the Coca-Cola Pepsi. Your Fantas, your energy
Monsters.
drinks,
Yeah. Even some
Powerade.
waters, Aquafina's.
Yeah,
You got
Coca-Cola,
Powerade, all
I
that
think.
shit.
Yeah, it's
The
just a
Sony is Coke.
So
Sonic, yep.
So you might think you
What's
trying
that
to,
ingredient?
I'm
What's
stop
that
fucking with Pepsi, I'm gonna go get this
Yeah,
water.
we got water too.
Yeah.
You just had to, Sally that they
Still gonna fuck.
But look, this the trick bag though. Pepsi and Coke owned by the same family.
Yep.
So they'll have you thinking they competitors.
Right.
But really, when you go up to the top, it's the same motherfuckers in the same house.
And you see that all
He
in
just
the
gave it to his son.
God.
The father gave it to his
Yeah,
son.
exactly. Because me and the brother was talking about, you see that all through America, you'll see a Dollar Tree, and right next to it, a Dollar General. You'll see a Kroger, next to you, right there, you'll be like, yo, Food Line.
They under the same
You'll be like,
umbrella.
yo, hey, it'll be a
BP.
7-Eleven,
BP.
and they're owned by the same company. So people like, why would they do that? Like, it really don't matter because they both get the same amount of money. Right.
Oil Farms.
They could charge you more over the name.
Yeah, ring.
They really be family riders.
They're
That's
family,
all it
bro.
is.
Your family
The
right.
son want to outdo the father this month on sales.
Yo, you wanna know something?
They sound like they make a game.
Not even that,
It
because remember that job I used to work for in Roanoke, bro. It was Joe Bandy, and there was another band. It was nothing but fucking bandies in Roanoke. You could tell they were slave owners. So the one Bandy family, they own the goddamn the place we dump dirt at, dump shit at. The other family would tax. They'll give the other family a bill, but it goes back. It's all a tax write-off. They're the same families, man. So they all work together, and this is all America. You know. And of course, yes, they're gonna allow Mr. Shawarma, the Kota Bookies, and the little fucking Rajput, whatever the fuck you call it. They're gonna let shit like that be out there, and they can give you a facade that everybody got their own business, you work hard. They give you that hope. But I'm gonna go back to what I was bringing forth, because it goes back to us not laying up our treasures towards this place.
It also goes into the control they want to have.
Yep.
Because they set up these food chains, these major grocery companies, so they can have control over the food, which further controls the people. Back in the times when, Esau came over to this land, what did he do, man? He killed all the buffalo and basically made Gad and Reuben rely on Esau to come get food.
For instance, right? If you got too big for your britches, okay, you got Food Line, Kroger, and Walmart right there in Cindy. Okay, your black ass said, okay, yeah. I'm good. What's her name? Soulmart.
He said so.
I'm like, Soulmart.
That's a good company name, though.
You know? Soulmart.
They sell green beans, mac and cheese,
Fried chicken, mashed potatoes,
No?
sweet potato pie,
nigga food.
We sell all it, and for a great discount. Esau said, oh, okay, we won't let you, oh, nigga, you get too big for your britches, huh? But they'll shut you. What they'll do, Walmart.
They set up a Walmart right
They'll set
there.
up a Food Lion.
Yeah.
They'll set up a Kroger. They'll set up a Aldi. They'll set up a Lidl. They'll set up a Publix. Oh, they'll snub your ass out, man.
Yeah.
Whole
See,
family
they wouldn't have to be like, they wouldn't have to come and be like, shut the business down. They ain't got to do none of that no more. They can just snub you out. Or they could be like, oh, Soulmart food
Right
It's
next to
getting
the
people
Chinese
sick.
restaurant too.
It's getting people sick.
Or, for example, they could just buy the road and say, hey, listen, you bought the road, so we need to do
Oh,
set it
oh.
up this,
They're pay some Edomites, put up signs in front of your business. There's people making people sick. All they gotta do is not that hard to Esau no more.
Yeah, you'll fail the inspection.
Oh
yeah,
my
there you go.
goodness. Yo, that's another one. Oh, they're coming for inspection. You can have everything. I actually realized that it's Jake, they own a daycare. And they were putting them through the fucking haywire. You know? But that's
Meanwhile, Moab could turn around and sell you the cat
Well,
that you
rats
threw
and
away
cats and
yesterday.
dogs in the back. Because them small hats over them. They orchestrated all that shit. So Moab, they just let Moab run free.
Because Moab failed the inspection all the time.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Go ahead, bro.
all right. It says Matthew 6:20. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break, do nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Yeah, if you got everything you ever worked for in a safe in the crib, somebody come and take that shit, that'll crush everything. Your daughter's college fund, your son's scholarship tuition, your savings, you know what I'm saying? Or they deplete your bank account, that'll crush you.
You see that a lot with the crypto.
Yeah.
They're putting all their investments in crypto, and the money just gone, just vanished.
Even that crypto's a scam.
You had people quit their jobs
Yep.
and put all their
All this
money
stuff
in the
in crypto.
Bitcoin and just left. So if that falls and crumbles, your soul gonna crumble with it.
That's
why you
what-
can't
what?
store up.
A lot of
Okay,
people.
that's what during the Great Depression, a lot of Edomites, they're gonna commit suicide, like I said in the
Yeah, I
video.
was about to say that.
There you go, go ahead.
Because like they was I was watching this crypto documentary.
Funny.
A bunch of these people were throwing all their money in this one crypto company, and the dude was just scamming all of them. At first he was putting it up like they was making a little money, this and that, but then he just faked his death. He took all the money because he only had, because like the way the crypto was, if you don't have like the password to like the certain crypto account, nobody can get into and access it.
Yeah, I got a couple on. You gotta that password. You lose it.
It's
that's
it.
for your
That
ass.
was it. So
I got Bitcoin. I probably got like some Bitcoin, but I lost my fucking
yeah, that's
password
it.
to one of my accounts.
Got
Bro.
it.
I'm talking about like, bro, I had Bitcoin in 11th grade.
Right.
I can't get it in the
that's
account. So who knows what the fuck is in that shit?
Bro, you gotta break out the dictionary and just start going through what.
Bro, I'm telling you, but it's like that. So if you lose on this side, what are these people gonna hold
And
on
people
to?
are billions. And a lot of the people that were interviewed for the little show, I believe the show was on Netflix. A lot of the people talk about committing suicide. You know, they're like, I done lost my life savings, I lost everything, I put $400,000 in this and that, and now it's gone. And they were actually committing suicide, man. You know, and you about to see that, man. When society falls, this dollar crashes, people basically lose everything they have, man. You know, you see these tall skyscrapers, these big buildings in America, man. Hey, the Most High has them that high for a reason, man. You know, these people are gonna be staying at the top and jumping off.
Hey, same thing. What happened? I said before during the Great Depression. What happened? You might just start falling just on the door.
There's gonna be mainly these business people, man. These that wear the suits, that work in the high 17th, 20th, 40th floor. You know, and basically their whole main focus, like one of the brother said, hey, their treasure is climbing that ladder of success, man. You know, that's their goal, man. Con, you know, they want to make it to the top. They want to be like the top level business owner. You know, they want to just keep climbing that ladder of success, which really isn't never ending because they're never going to be satisfied. If they become a multi-billionaire, what are they going to just stop working and go live in an island and chill?
And see,
Hell no.
the thing with that high value man thing is, you're becoming a high value man for a pussy. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to want to be a man
Right.
for the Lord because you're supposed to be a man.
But the thing about it
So
is,
these niggas
little
going
bit
the
of
wrong
pussy.
way about it.
but the thing
I gotta
about
get
it,
this. Pussy.
but the thing
All right,
about it,
Kevin. like you were saying,
That's not how you gonna lose like that.
God,
when you become the high value male, you got vultures, you got dudes that's around because you got money, you got bitches that just want you because you got money. You really a target then. The girls that want you now, they be like,
now you can't even get your seat in these women. Now here you usually have value.
Yeah,
Now you
man.
got the women. Now you can't even, you know what I'm saying? Because if you do have a kid by these women, you have
much.
value. It's over.
It's too much.
It's a wrap,
man.
bro. So now you got to be like on some other shit.
If you see a dude with a dime piece, just know he's in hell.
Hell
And
yeah.
he's just simping his
been
way,
holding
simping his way to
Yeah,
get some pussy.
Yeah, I got we're gonna say I got 100 million now, Kevin. Man, if you bust a nut in that chick, she know what you got.
It's
Bro,
what she
she
got-
taking,
She
she gonna leave you
pour-
with $1 million.
Even if you wearing a condom, she gonna pour a Drake on you.
She like, you know what?
She going in the trash.
Bro.
Yeah, it's a great try to do with the hot sauce. You know, man, they gotta
Yeah,
come
yeah,
in.
you gotta
He
bottle
said,
it up.
gotcha, bitch.
You gotta,
He said she trying to sue him.
he said, he bought you a box of condoms. He found them. They put a hole through all the motherfuckers. Yeah. See,
Said he put hot sauce on
basically a target.
Bro, that's mediocre women doing this shit.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got one of them bad, bro, you in hell, man. You don't want that shit. That's why I'm saying a wicked woman is getting to a wicked man.
And even if you don't, she can just show you you gotta marry her.
Your mind is through.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This world is no point of trying to chase the ways of anything in this world. Because all you got okay, you a high value guy. Then you just got guys who want to be around you because you're name. You ain't got no real friends.
And you know what's crazy? In order for you to get a woman, a good-looking woman in this wicked kingdom, you damn sure got to get a vasectomy. Just to come out on top, and then you gotta have proof of that.
Hey, they gotta have status.
Yeah.
It's too much, man.
Yeah,
It's too much.
it's just too fucking much.
It's too much.
And this
And
kingdom
it
is
ain't
so
supposed to.
wicked.
It ain't supposed to be like
Yeah,
that.
ain't not supposed to be this
Because
damn
you can
hard.
go somewhere else and get someone look 10
Yeah,
times better
man.
and don't have to do shit.
Right.
So that shows you it's bullshit. That's what the Lord said. Seek ye first the Lord, and all these things should be added.
And I got a
Be
piece
chasing
of
these goddamn.
We got
That's
this
just
up
in
real
America,
quick.
too.
This is Sirach 25 and 19. It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, let the portion of a sinner fall upon him.
They all commit adultery. They ain't gonna tell you. You got a woman, she committed adultery. They got social media, like Elder posted about boss said. Your woman got social media. It's an adultery. But she get social media.
Right. She still got that for sale sign on her.
What's your DMs? What you got DMs for?
She got backup plans. She said, "Oh, all of them in my DMs. I haven't opened them though. They're just there. You see,
Yeah.
I got 1,000 messages.
You already know what's inside them DMs, man. So I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
So you know.
Which is just stroking her ego.
Hey.
You know.
Hey, I tell you, I had a woman. She showed me one of her joints, plus 99. I said,
That's how
God
big-
damn.
Yeah, that's just an average woman.
Me?
Yeah.
Average
And
woman.
then you got these sons. I was talking to my little sister and her friend the other night, and they were saying how they just came back from Miami. They was all throughout the
No
streets
mess.
getting in every club free.
Oh, because they female.
They was like,
That's
yeah,
how
all
shit
the
is,
dudes.
man.
Oh, so all the dudes was hit on y'all. Yeah, we
That's how
took
it is, man,
advantage.
bro.
You know, so just imagine, she 18, so imagine what this really be doing out here. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, some of you already know what they talking about.
Especially if they ain't hip to the lifestyle, and then these dudes notice that, like they ain't from Miami, they ain't used to being in the club and shit. Oh, they gonna go all out.
Hey, the social media is exposing all these women.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
jumper,
They're
fresh
telling
and
them
fit,
themselves, man.
Kevin Samuel,
They be
all these,
exposed.
what is it, Poor Man Pocket. Yo, the Lord got the spirit exposed. These women are exposing themselves,
Yeah,
man.
they telling them
stupid.
themselves. They
They're
telling them.
Yeah,
It really
they're
works.
so dumb. They just,
Tell them
you
what.
know,
Telling them.
Really, you shouldn't even take a woman seriously.
you
Because
take one, you take one serious, you're a fucking idiot. You know, you're a fucking idiot.
That no
Sam.
jumper show. That show do anything just for popularity, yo.
This says she allowed 50 dudes to, what's a nut on her face?
yo,
Something like that. This is true, man.
They be coming over there, they just want to they'll give you whatever you want just to be around. Like, yo, and they walk around saying they bad bitches.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? That's how you know we almost out of here, man.
Getting pissed on, eating ass.
I said this in my recent video. I said we come from the era where his brother Daisy Dukes was the riskiest thing a woman would do. Now these women are literally battling each other ass naked. They put fishnets on with pasties and they walking around like
That's what the
that.
other
Yo,
day.
like this is we out
That's
of
what
here.
Amatazal was saying. You can see a fat woman with that shit on, and the other woman replaces as if it's a good thing. And it's just wicked. You know?
Go back to the script.
Yeah, that shit just waxing worse
Nah,
and worse.
that's why the scripture says what? Keep an eye on your daughter, man. At least what? It's your baby be making mockery of your shimmy your father.
And think about it, you can keep an eye on your daughter. Once she
even
get
that.
out, when she get out the house, oh, she through. That's what I'm saying. All this shit is lame, man. That's why at the end of the day, America has to be destroyed, man. Because you could be the daddy of the year. You could be the daddy of the fucking year. Do it all. You get all your kids. You can have 12 children. You can be there for all of them. Man, your kids will go out here and make and shame you,
Yeah, it's a
man.
lot. The dad, the last to know that they daughter was out there. Because in their eyes, you know,
That's true.
oh,
Yep.
I got a good daughter, this and that. She playing the game.
Sex thing.
You don't know what the hell she doing, you know, when you ain't around, you know what I
The
mean?
messed up
Sex
thing is, she getting the information from mom.
Yep.
Because that's
Go out
they
there,
number-
have your fun.
Because the
Hey,
mother's the
you
number
know,
one role
I'm
model
told
to
her
the
everything.
daughter, you know what I mean? The mother is the number one role model to the daughter. And you know how you got your child, brother.
What
You
is
know
it?
what she was doing out there. You
Look
know
at
what I mean? She
Ezekiel.
ain't forget the shit because she like so-called cleaned up her act. You know what I mean? That shit like riding a bike. You know what I'm saying?
So easy. So easy for a woman to do with.
I got quick precept. This is come on. This is, 1 Corinthians 7:29 says, "But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It were made it that both they that have wives be as though they had none." You got it.
And this is how it is, man. You can't. Okay, yes, you got women. You gotta have that mindset, man. That bitch will leave me anytime. That bitch will leave. Drop it down. Big L said it first. A girl leave you for a penny more. That's real. That's real. That nigga was wicked as all. That nigga was super wicked. That nigga, he said some truth on that one. That verse. You know, you woman will leave you, man. These hoes chase a lifestyle, a status.
And they really ain't even like when they actually achieve what so-called they're looking for. A man, we got money, this and that. And they really ain't even satisfied with that.
You know what's crazy? Hey, social media is exposing women because a lot of these girls have had celebrities.
That's what I'm saying.
And they still ain't
They
happy.
still like, you know.
They still do it.
But that's why it's so easy to get a bro. You want to get a woman, boy, you gotta do is line up.
Make it
Pull
to
up, you could, if she's a corner woman, you could rent a goddamn vehicle for. You could rent a vehicle for a week.
Miami
You know,
do that.
wear some clothes, wear some nice clothes.
Rent a
And
Lamborghini,
tell her,
bro.
tell her what the tender swindler. What swindler?
Yeah.
Tell her you some goddamn business owner, some
Right,
bro.
Oh yeah, Jason. And they had a dude on Fresh and Fit last night. Was talking about how he
It's
fakes
easy to
his
get the
own
draws,
joint.
bro. It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How he set up his own Instagram.
Just
set up all
laugh.
these fake
So the
accounts.
line
Oh, the
game, bro.
Tinder swindler?
Yeah, he's talking about a different one. He's talking about somebody else. But yeah, the tennis swindler. Yeah, bro. That tennis, bro.
Women
And
got heated.
look, the crazy part
And they was talking about the shit like they actually had when they were interviewing these women. These women are talking about it like they had the time of their life. And like they would go back to that shit. Like this man scammed y'all out of millions, and y'all are like looking up in the sky
Yeah,
talking about
right.
this shit, bro.
And then he do his little time come out and get back on.
Bro,
He back
No,
on.
they
like-
hey, you heard? They
they like
looking for him right
five
now. They looking for him right
looking
now.
for
He
him
just
now.
did something else.
in like 5 months.
That nigga
bro.
said, "Fuck y'all, nigga. I'm in the game. I ain't never getting out." The
They
game needs me.
I got the game now.
Don't fix it.
Going back. So, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust
No,
do
yeah,
corrupt.
make it.
Everything is corrupt here. And where thieves do not break through nor steal. But where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness.
Right. And we're going to be able to enjoy our treasures, man. We're going to be able to enjoy the things that are in the kingdom. First of all, we're going to have those perfect bodies, man. You know? Because the body is just a tool to enjoy life. That's going to have the ultimate tool to enjoy life, and we're never going to die. And our treasures are never going to go away, man. You know? Everything that is given to us, we're going to have forever, and also it's going to increase, you know? And I got a quick precept. This is Revelation 21 and verse 4. It says, and Yahweh shall wipe away all the tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying.
Many tears. Every time you can put in a decent a song, we'll start tearing up, crying, man. You know?
It says, and Yahweh shall wipe away all their tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death,
No death, man.
neither sorrow
No
nor
sorrow. Every day we wake up in sorrow. We go throughout the day, we leave our house, go on these plantations, sorrow. Going to the gym, sorrow. Whatever we do, once we leave that house and see the shit that we see out here, it's sorrow. The fat black woman, the Latina woman, these men of our nation, it's sorrow, man. These Edomites and their great fucking abundance of proudness, being proud, it's sorrowful, man. A homosexual, a tranny, you got it?
it says, no crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are
And
passed
you
away.
seeing how prideful these people are who are ignorant, they don't know anything, should make you want to be the total opposite. Okay, these people are prideful, I'm going to be as humble as I can be. Because they're idiots. So you don't meet an idiot with the same idiocracy. He's prideful, so I'm going to get prideful back with him.
Scripture said, don't you argue with a fool. You'll be just like him. You'll be just like him.
Well, for an idiot to be an idiot, he's got to be prideful. He would come to some knowledge.
He said
You know,
he'll
would
seek
start
wisdom.
listening to people.
He'll seek
He'll seek
wisdom.
wisdom. You know, so for an idiot to get, he's like, I'm not believing it. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing.
That's why a lot of times you just let Jay have it.
Yeah, God.
Because they don't know shit.
Right.
You know, you're arguing with a fool.
You understand? We moving on.
Right. That's right. That's that snare that's been put before the majority of our people. Like, what did King David say? That the table made a snare, a trap, a stumbling block to you. You know?
Well, Scripture said the Lord has given us a light, and to them,
Right.
you know, it wasn't given to them.
Blind and right. Blind and
To
right.
them, what we believe in, what we're teaching, what we're preaching, what the scriptures say, is madness. It's, you know, out of this world. They call us bugged out, call us some type of cult. You know, I mean, they're talking about UFOs and nuclear missiles, reincarnation. You know, the white man going into slavery. You know, these things that we're speaking of, they'll call us bugged out. You know, but meanwhile, they believe in dragons and snakes.
Reptilian.
A red man, yeah, reptilian, flat earth, red man underground that are waiting to torture you forever and ever. You know, they believe everyone could be saved. You know, God is all love.
But if they
They
change,
believe
it's
their
okay.
kingdom
Right.
should go
They
on
believe the
forever.
truth is in the church.
I think women could be, women
Right.
that really need to be liberated.
Nah, they believe they're actually not in captivity, man. They believe they're free. They think that they're black, African, American, Jamaican, all these bywords, man. You know, and really they don't know who they are, so therefore they don't know who their enemy is, man. So
Mhm.
because how
Yep,
can you know
exactly.
who your enemy is if you don't know who you are?
That's right.
You know, like, hey, man, you're driving a Honda Civic, and you don't know you're in a Honda Civic. You try to go through the sand or off road, you're gonna find out real quick. Oh shit!
Hold
Wait.
on. I gotta need something out. You think you got a doom button? You
Right.
put four-wheel
You
drive.
think you got
in the sand.
four-wheel drive?
Get the fuck out of
You
here.
know, I was gonna go out in the snow, and I know it's snowing, but it should be good.
Yep.
You know,
And then when it snow bad out here, man, they want me to go to work.
Yeah.
I know what vehicle I got. Call out. You know what I'm saying?
God,
You drive through no deep ass snow, man.
God.
You gotta be alert to what your situation is. But he has taught everybody we're human. So when you look at everybody as human, you don't know, you don't see
Right,
the
right.
enemy.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
But the Lord said there's
You see
nations.
nothing.
Mhm, I think so.
The
18.
Lord tells us our history. We used to war with Moab. We used to war with Ammon. We used to war with the Canaanite nations. You know, separatism. But when you don't know that,
Yeah. Which keeps you on high alert. You has your guard up, your awareness is up. You know, hey, you're awoke, man. You know, hey, going into that way. Matter of fact, look up the. I get the definition of awake. You know, we can go into that.
I got it.
Go ahead, Slide.
You good. It says, verse 23. But if that eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? One thing you were saying earlier. Our people so dark. You try to tell them, yo, man, you can't go in the sin. You gotta need something. No, but what?
It's a car.
All
man.
cars are
that
equal.
nigga come by every
All
week.
cars are equal. Cars are trucks. All cars have four-wheel
Okay,
drive.
right.
You know? All cars are doom button.
No, I'm gonna make it up.
Busting his ass.
Every week, bro.
You know? So it's how great is the evil? You can't see nothing. You don't want to accept you by their blood.
Edomites right there.
It says, it says, no man can serve two masters. Either he will hate the one and love the other, or else
Hey, your woman could be your master. Your job could be your master. Your master could be many things. You can't serve the Most High, you know, anything else. You gotta solely put.
You know, you just gotta examine yourself and look at like what is holding you back from officially pushing this truth. The
So-
things that you can do better in your life, this truth, amongst your brothers. You know, like step back and actually look at yourself. Like, yo, what's taking me away from being around brothers more? What's taking me away from, studying more, praying more?
It's
you know,
like
being
it's
more
like if you
efficient?
got a woman and she says, "Oh, my job is more important. You can leave. I'm gonna do it."
Right.
She's serving two masters.
God,
She's
yep.
supposed to solely serve you.
Yep.
So if her job gets in the way of anything else, she's supposed to quit that job
right.
immediately. If her family members get in the way of anything else, she's supposed to cut them off.
God.
You're her master.
Right.
Solely. It's just like that with the Most High. We're his woman. If your job gets in the way, you cut it off. If your family gets in the way, you cut it off.
I forgot somebody said that if you're a true woman, it says, like I said, no matter what situation, like I said, you make sacrifice. Let's say for this truth, right? Even though, like I said, she don't understand, but she's supposed to follow you because you're her man. And then eventually, like I said, when you become, like a great man or whatever in a situation, then she'll understand. It's like, oh, now I understand what you're trying to do better. First, she's not gonna understand. That's not what I'm trying to say. She's supposed to follow you. No matter what decision you make as a man.
Well, at the end of the day, a woman doesn't know what they want. That's why I brought out earlier, the brother Karab brought out that a woman can be with a celebrity and have a bunch of money, but still be bored and still, looking for something else, because a woman truly doesn't know what they want. The brother Abaya always brings out, you gotta treat them like they kids, man. Because a woman can't lead because they have no direction. They have no substance, And that's why when a woman gets with a man, what happens? She starts talking like him. She starts liking the stuff he likes, starts joking like him. You know what I mean? Because they can't leave. The Heavenly Father set a order for a reason.
Her dude, like Dallas Cowboys.
Now she a Cowboy
Now
fan,
she does.
right? Yeah.
Which is what she's supposed to be. But going back to what the mothers I just said, the woman just supposed to follow you. We follow the Most High with faith. We don't see the kingdom right now. You know, we believe we're gonna get what we hoping for, but we just following because he's our Lord, he's our master. Your woman supposed to follow you like that.
It's like
I don't see it right now, baby. I don't see what you're talking about. This manifestation.
Just follow what the hell I'm telling you. I ain't explaining everything to you. The most I don't explain everything to us.
Hey, because if something broke out right now, a shootout broke out right now, she ain't gonna be questioning her man. She gonna be riding whatever he do. She rolling with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She ain't sitting there-
Isaiah 4:1 when they come into play, you know.
So you got to step out on that water, baby. You want to get on a chariot with me, you better step out on that water.
It's like
She
we
had
did
that
it.
comfort zone. She had to get out that comfort zone.
I don't want to hear, well, what about this? If you gonna follow me, let your yay be yay, your nay be nay. I ain't got time for it.
It's just like we were talking. She messing with these all these other dudes, that dude. He like the Dallas now. She like the Dallas. Now you know this is the Super Bowl. You already know what team's gonna win. You're like, yo, this team's gonna win. No, Dallas gonna win. You know what? Fuck it. Believe in Dallas. I'm out of here. You know.
Right.
And that's just how it is, man. We got the truth, and these women they ain't got it. They don't, you know, you're not gonna persuade these bitches that, you know, if she don't fully see you as a man of the Lord as somebody something different and special, she ain't, you know, you're not gonna convince her.
Hey, like me and
She'll
I
be a
just said, hey, the Lord, Jake don't want to put that woman away, but if we don't do the rest, he'll put us away with no question. But we scared to put all women away. The most I'll put your ass away. Shoot.
Because I mean, a lot of, hey man, your woman's, you know, pulling you away from this truth, or becoming an ass on your life. You know, hey man, like the word is bringing up, man. You know, if she ain't really with you, man, hey man, like the script, like what it was going into, man. A man can, a man cannot serve two masters, man. You know, and you're either your woman's either with you or she's not. Man. Just go ahead, huh?
If I may, the same thing that applies to us with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is the same thing that applies to our women with us.
Time.
You know?
Because we're you know, we are the lords of all women.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to look at us that way. You know, because there's
You
an
always
order
go
set
for
up. Right. You know? And all women, let's face it, they really don't look at us that way. No matter how much money you have, you could be a multi-millionaire, and you tell your woman, you know what, quit your job, I'm gonna take care of this. This woman look at you like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Nigga, if I may,
Because then you're gonna have a little bit more control over me. I just can't up and leave you.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
if I may, the correction that we're going through in the spirit is what they're gonna go through real soon.
Oh yeah, con. When society crashes, when they find out that they gotta have a man and they really are the weaker vessel, they're not stronger than a man. You know, when they find out when money is no longer a status concerning like these men out here.
They're gonna be fighting for our mercy.
Right. You know.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 5. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in the Most High, called them saying, God, I love God. The women who trusted in the Most High adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
So we have bitches saying she loved the Lord. You gotta ask her, so where's your man?
Where's your
I'm talking
Lord
some
that your
other
Lord
shit.
set up on?
You gotta, bitch, you gotta. What's the other chick that came in last time he came down? I want to stay in this modesty.
Hey, what book you in?
Get the fuck out of
Peter.
here. You know? She gonna understand modesty. You got it, bro.
Yeah, it says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well. So they supposed to be following Sarah footsteps. And guess what Sarah did? Went with her husband. Come on, man. So all these women,
God, my man. God, my man.
God, my Jesus, my
Jesus,
husband.
my
That's
husband.
right, boy. Jesus.
that's bullshit. Yahweh Shai got his own woman because he coming back. He gonna have his own shit, you know? He got men over you. He gave you a husband. Where is he? When the Lord created Idon, paradise, which was the whole earth, he said the garden over there in Jerusalem, he created man. He gave woman to man. He told that woman, you follow man. When she decided not to, what the hell happened? Look at us. This is why we're in this predicament. From the woman not following her Lord.
And another thing too, Adam listened to Eve.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look what happened.
So,
That's why you can't fucking listen to women.
He even said himself, he said, he said, look, it was Eve that told me about, you know,
It was the woman.
yeah, the woman, you see?
but he told you, he said, Eve. Yahweh said we can't partake in that stuff.
The serpent said we should surely not die.
You know?
He did it smooth. He did it
And
smooth.
the serpent went to Eve.
And you know what he was supposed to do?
Uh-huh.
He was supposed to backhand Eve. Don't you tell me what no other man tell you. Don't bring no other philosophy from no other man in this house.
God. Exactly.
He
You know?
used to do that today.
Yeah, what the fuck is you doing?
He used to do that shit then.
And well, that's how Esau is approaching us. You know, the so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans now. He's coming to the women, man.
But Adam came back as Jehovah Shah
Exactly.
and didn't have no women. He said, I'm gonna finish what I'm supposed to finish. I ain't dealing with you women. And then when women would come up, he would curse their ass off. He said it's not meat to give the children's
ain't the
bread
first-
to the dogs.
Right.
And she said, all fathers worship. You know not what you worship. He was cursing the women out. You know?
That's a real
Especially
man right
because
there.
what
That's
he
a real
went
man.
through
That's an alpha.
as Solomon. You know?
That shows a
So
real
it seemed
alpha.
like, you know, how these women act, man, how they are, man.
He made a test. He said, out of 1,000 women, I found no righteous
He
woman.
said zero. That
He
was
said,
one.
yeah, he said he made a test.
Right.
He said he made a test. He was the king. He even said, I had the utensils to even make these tests.
Right.
He said, out of 1,000 women,
Mm.
I found no righteous woman.
Right.
Out of 1,000 men, I found one.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yep.
That's not even one vote. Dang.
I got a precept.
You got it, bro.
This is Genesis. It's Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. It says, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall
That's
be.
why they got birth pains.
Yep.
And a lot of women actually die in birth.
Yeah.
My aunt, she got her tombstone. She said she'll never have another child. I was there when she was having a baby, but she was so much fucking. You know, she couldn't take. That's them curses,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Hey,
not that.
and they're also having children the wrong way anyway.
Yeah.
So it makes it even hurt
But that
the
goes
woman.
into
God.
that. Because when you look at a lot of the curses, really it's the most that it took the knowledge away from us to know how to do certain things. That goes into it too.
Yep.
Hey, just like you were saying, what was it that we just heard something like that, black women like eating coffee, dying during labor, giving birth, right? Or everybody, like me and you, or I just heard that.
But that's
It
true.
shows you.
That's true. They did take the knowledge away because even like the laws of physics, gravity, you're supposed to be bringing it back. to Have a child. You know, that's why they got to push so hard.
I was talking to this Edomite woman and she got, I think she had like 8 children, 9 children. She said she did them all home birth. Popping them out.
Right.
Scripture say,
Like it's like you
Look at
taking a
nature.
dump. It's just like you taking a dump.
Hey, well, look at the animals,
Making that, you
man.
don't
We
say
gotta
that.
say,
look at nature.
Hey, look at the nature. Look at animals. The way the animals have. Look at the elephant. man.
Yeah, they're up. And we're all animals. We're all mammals.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to be up, but the woman is on her fucking back with contractions
or that'd be like
There's some weird ass man down
know
there.
what?
over her pussy.
You know
Poking
what?
his head up.
And she supposed to have no smothers there.
Exactly.
You supposed to have no man all up in your woman vagina.
Yeah,
or
This
gynecologist.
shit is
come
wild,
out.
man.
or they could be like this. Well, we can cut you open.
Oh yeah,
C-section.
C-section. That's when they go
Oh,
to
yeah,
that
that's
You got good
And that
insurance.
costs more.
He said you got good insurance.
And that costs more.
Yeah.
that
He
costs
said
So
you
they-
got
they-
good insurance. You can do a C-section.
How many women you see with a little cut right above there?
And this shit looking nasty too. Man.
Yeah, it get worse.
And that messes with them psychologically.
Another thing too, I heard once they get one C-section, the baby don't. They got to continue to do that.
Yeah.
They gotta
And
continue
think about
that
it, it's going through all that scar tissue,
Yep.
so you go through that shit. Because, you know, some women, canals are too narrow to actually give birth vaginally. You know what I mean? So they gotta do that. You know, hey, that's the most high.
Curse.
Because you see these animals, when they give birth, they ain't hooting and hollering. You know what I mean?
I actually deliver.
Yeah.
Actually, I delivered for babies, dogs. They sit there and they're like,
Yeah, they
the dog will stand up, stand up and sit up, so it'll be on an angle, so it just come on out. You don't hear them. You don't make it, you know, they just.
Meanwhile, that nigga woman in the exorcism.
Hey,
I can't stand that.
That shit crazy.
yeah,
man.
he's stupid.
I can't stand that
Got the
nigga.
whole family behind the
his
glass
name?
watching. Like, yo, this shit off as hell. Family members, little kids, goddamn, like, yo.
Hold their hands in a circle.
Yeah, yeah.
Goddamn,
And she's sweating.
Hell yeah. But in the kingdom, the Lord gonna take that away,
That's
and they ain't
right.
gonna feel that pain. They just gonna be birthing out,
Exactly.
and they gonna be birthing like crazy
That's
in the
right,
kingdom,
man.
bro.
That's
We
why,
don't have
hey,
no more
since
pain,
says
man.
what? Small ones should bring forth what? Great
And they gonna have
things.
that snapback too. Snap. You know, ain't gonna be no extra meat. Hey,
I'm ready, my lord.
I'm gonna finish this out. It says,
pussy gonna get right back to the how it was. You know. Hey man, we need the kingdom, man.
Can't-
This shit here, hell.
it says, in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. That's right, man.
Tell a woman nowadays they lose their damn mind.
Rule over you, not by 50-50.
Technically, I am.
Exactly.
Shit you say.
50-50, let's come to a
Let's
compromise.
build together. Let's establish an empire together,
Yeah.
partnership together.
It's an equal relationship.
You know?
Kind.
Bitch, I said we
So
having
when
Mexican
somebody
food
breaks in
tonight.
his house, you jump up with me.
Your turn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go. You said 50-50, go call.
Yeah, it's your turn to defend the house, bitch. All right.
Hey, like we were saying the other week, you ask a woman out on a date, you don't ask her what she want to do. You tell her, and we're going outside. What we gonna do? We'll find out when I pick you up.
Yeah.
You got the whole day planned. You don't ask her to do shit. Like, you do it for her.
Yeah.
You know?
Gotta do it.
I'll take somebody else.
Or go by yourself. Hey,
Wherever
save
we
your
go
money.
to eat, that's what you like. What's up on the menu?
Yeah.
I mean, the world will be all fucked up. I mean, it is fucked up, well, first because of these devils being in rulership, but also because these women have a lot of say-so in what's going on. Like, you see those little women, like OnlyFans, Instagram, Facebook, all that, they ain't got no problem, and they don't see with the problems that comes from that, man. They don't see the problems that comes from women raising, raising these men without fathers, man. They don't see the problems from that. The aftermath of it.
Hold on. I don't know if I watched Kevin Samuel, like a strip club, the old bitch. She said, Kevin Samuel said, so would you raise your son and accept a woman with 4 kids, old, and barely had time for him? She said, yes. If he loves her, I'm all about love.
God.
I'm like, Kevin, he said, hey, yo. He said, I heard somebody in the comments say, wow.
Yeah. I mean, all you gotta do is ask a lot of these women that have a son. Like, would you want your son?
Most of them will say no.
Yeah, would you want your son to date or marry a woman like yourself? Because these women be on OnlyFans, on all types of crazy shit, strippers.
Well, he brings up a good
sugar
point.
daddy.
He's like, let's say this man gets with you, and you have a child, but he can't discipline that child.
Right, you can't.
When he goes to discipline that child, what you gonna allow him to hit him? And they always
They all
say
say no. Because that's not his son.
So there's division in the household, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, when say she leaves him, and now he's growing an attachment to that child, in some form of fashion, that's just another thing that he has to deal with.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's why he wasn't meant to rule, man. He brings disorder. He don't know how family should be run. They come from the goddamn caves and woods.
Like I said, the scripture say they the basis of the
Booger
world.
booger and shit.
So how the fuck is going to shit on the right side of it? He the basis. He the lowest of the low of the nation. Exactly. And he on top right now. So if he the lowest, how he gonna teach us how to maneuver in a way that's productive?
They heavy on nudity and porn because they was like that when they was in the caves, man.
Right.
They said a woman would greet the other men if they invited company over. She would greet you by showing her pussy, her hairy pussy. Hey, she would just lift up her. It was just a car.
I mean, they used to walk on. They used to walk on their hands and their feet. Man.
Can I say this? Back in the old times when they used to go to war, by them being moles,
Right.
they would fight next to their lover because they knew that their lover had their back. You know what I'm saying? They went in with that mentality.
Right.
Disorder, man.
Like that Netflix Achilles joint. You know what I mean? His number one fighter was his love.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Everything you see that America upholds, all this folly, all this wickedness, all this high sexualized society, it all comes from what he likes.
Hey, go back to
Sex is not supposed to be mainstream nowadays. That's some in-house between a man and a woman. This place is highly over-sexualized. It's a common thing to see a woman cleavage. That's not supposed to be normal. I'm talking about just a cleavage.
Yeah, God.
You know?
Well, here it is. This devil.
Borderline nipple.
This devil promotes a man only having one wife, this, that, and so forth. You get married, you know, so-called cheat or whatever you want to call it. And then here it is. He pushes porn and all this shit on a very high level, man.
women
You know?
walk around naked.
Right.
Everybody naked.
God, he's a hypocrite, man. Going right back into the so-called war on drugs, the so-called war on terror, the so-called pandemic, the war on health, keeping people healthy. That's all bullshit, man.
And like we were saying last week, you grow up in this world, you're not taught properly by your parents about sex, what the purpose of it is for, and what it happens. So you learn from what? You learn from
TV.
Yeah.
You learn from these porn stars,
Right.
and you think that's what sex is for. You think that's what sex is about.
Right.
Not only do you get taught wrong, but you become addicted to it because these outlets have demons on it.
Right.
And we've all been involved, and we've all come from the world. And you got to battle these things coming out of his head. These people in the world, they succumb to these things. So you'll be 40 years old, addicted to this one woman that you still had a crush on when you was in middle school. You used to get off on because you learn from that. Instead, your father was supposed to teach you something. You get a woman, you become one flesh, you become her head. You will put her to be fruitful and multiply, have a legacy, have a lineage. You know, you be careful who you put your spirit upon. There's a purpose to this. Not just going to school getting popped in the bathroom. This shit is all out of order,
The
bro.
way society is set up, these men are really embarrassed to even go in to teach their sons, you know, about sex and what it's all about, man. They really just, like the brother said, they really just let Esau in these schools, social media, their friends, basically. You know what I'm saying?
So
we
now
didn't
you-
really
and-
learn,
Fathers don't even know.
right? Because we really didn't learn about sex from our fathers.
Listen, I
You
know,
know?
Father didn't tell me about
most
the
of Jake's
baby.
parents' father ain't around.
God.
So they gotta learn on their own. You
Right.
know, they gotta learn.
Especially the women, you mean, like I said, what? Again, like you said, never had role models, they never had the intention of love. So
And when you
that's why
become a man, 12 years old.
Hey, what's that? I should hear this in New York a lot. Me and Charleston White said, he said, how we learn how to deal with our women was the chick that ain't let us gangbang on. And that was, remember, I remember this, when little girls were like 12, 13, 14, 15, a lot of shit happened at that age.
Man, bro,
A lot of
I
gangbangs.
remember it vividly.
Bro, a lot of gangbangs happened.
So I done
around
seen
that
shit in
age.
class.
Bro,
The lights on, presentation,
Yeah.
lights off.
yeah,
They put the PowerPoint board up.
yeah,
And they people going receipts.
bro,
Middle school.
bro. Yeah, a lot of
And the
things.
parents, bro. I was doing some wild shit too. I'm at the locker. We had the lockers. You know,
Hey.
bro. You wasn't tough, right?
Hey, this society is like you was going into is over sexualized, man.
I got suspended.
You know, the thing about- and they said this is how they would govern and get their girls. Whichever one that didn't, let them run a gangbang on them. Because a lot of basement shit happened. You go to little basements in New York. House party. She topped everybody off. She's a jump. She's a slut. She's a jump off. So we can't deal with her. She's for everybody.
And we're talking about at young age.
Yeah.
So imagine the trauma and the mental state these women have when they're in their late 20s and 30s, what they've done
Man.
already, what they've been through. You know what I'm saying?
Esau said,
They're not pairing no bond
until
with you.
18.
They're not pairing no bond with you.
Nope.
Bro. They're just dealing with you. They can't pair a bond with you. That time's been cut.
Oh yeah, have you seen the recent video about the mom? How basically she grew this young boy up, and then basically about this woman, like I said, man, she groomed her son's best friend, and all of a sudden, then basically like when she was talking about it, how
Give me the scripture,
she groomed him
Jeremiah
and
17:4.
she groomed him, and telling about him, oh, he a sweet boy, and then when he got the age of 25, they did it, man, and they come to find out. Like I said, you heard about it. We went to a so-called homeboy.
Should lose that. Let's continue from that area too. Give me your Psalm 83 too. You know, because this is all due to us being in society. You know, coming over to slavery, being conquered. You know, the legislation of keeping us away from who we are. You know, our parents basically just being simple as hell, following, watching TV. 1960s, the riots, and another thing too. Esau really allowed us to really like have a break and have no ease. You know, because hey, the devil he constantly put pressure on our people. So they couldn't just have a moment and be like, yo, who the hell are we? Our people constantly fight. We fight, you know? But the thing about us, the Lord gave us that light to know why we fight, you know? Our people in the 60s, 70s, 50s, and 40s, they didn't know why the hell they was fighting. They were just fighting to try to have peace and be loved by the so-called white man. We understand we're not, this devil does not like us, man. Look,
They was trying not to get the answer.
yeah, they were fighting for peace. You know, not to get they, you know, that's right.
Whatever I gotta do so that don't happen to me.
You know,
You know what I'm saying? You know?
you got it.
Yeah, meanwhile, Esau was in his heaven. I was looking at one of my favorite childhood movies. It's an old movie though from the 60s, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I'm like, where the chocolate at? Where the chocolate kids? You know what I'm saying? This shit was racist as fuck.
Hey, and the Oompa Loompas was on the kingdom.
See, yeah, that's wild.
You know, how
No, but I'm talking about the old.
Oh, the
from
old,
60s.
okay, count.
I'm like, yo, where all the chocolate people at? Then they got the dude singing Candyman, but that's Sammy Davis Jr. song. So why Sammy Davis Jr. ain't in the movie? You know what I'm saying? That just shows you this is their heaven. You know? But I got that scripture for you, bro. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not.
And basically our enemy has gave us the blueprint, the law, the way of thinking, upbringing, how to deal with each other, how to think. And like I said, we all just think of that's why Jake is so backwards. It's to the point the whole head is sick. And there's no coming out of this except by the spirit power of Yahweh Shah. But the rest is going to be destroyed. You have to be. It's like Elder McCall when it's yesterday. Hey, Jake is through. Jake, what did you say? How has the plant I have nourished become a degenerate plant?
He said these niggas is like roaches. Yeah, they need
Rats.
exterminated.
You got to get exterminated. They don't come in with one utensil. They come in with the whole truck. And they using all sprays,
Said these niggas look like bed bugs.
exterminators. Hey, you ever look? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I had a time in this truth I had to deal with them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some clever bugs.
Yep.
And that's a nigga.
Like leeches, bro.
Oh, look, you think
You'll hear this, you
bro,
open your bed up,
you can't
the shit
kill
look
them
clean. You take your covers off your bed, the
Yeah.
shit look clean as hell.
No,
Nothing, you lay down to sleep,
that's just me.
lights go out, you
That's-
wake up,
that's just
bugs all over your ass.
It's
bro.
just me, brother. That's how niggas.
That's how
want you-
niggas-
That's how
niggas
niggas
work.
want you to think. It's just you.
They think they're your friends.
Put the
they
lights
cool
on.
shit. Yeah, all right.
Got him.
They just leeching right off you,
Yeah. He left the house to go to work. Got him.
bro. God.
You know? You got it. And so Esau taught us how to function, how to breathe, food, diet, everything. You know how to count, our identity.
It's all backwards.
Yep. Dysfunction. And now we uplift that of dysfunction. And that's
He even taught you how to read the wrong way.
you read right to left.
Literally.
He taught you to read
You know what
left
I'm
to
saying?
right.
He taught you to read how you
Everything
gotta read
opposite,
this
bro.
way.
Everything that's supposed to be right is
You get a car, so you're supposed to drive on the left side, and it's supposed to be on the right side.
Yep, that is true. That's true. That brother from another country, you know.
Yeah, because the original one, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
That's crazy.
that's how my mail truck is. My mail truck is on
It looks so weird though.
Hanging
You
out
just
the
used to the
window.
left.
But it makes sense.
So what, the gas pedal is still the same though? Right? The gas pedal ain't on the
No,
left?
it's the same.
So, okay.
Everything's still the same.
That'd be
Just on-
crazy if you switched the sides of the car and put the gas pedal. Like, you know, like you'd have to use your left foot instead. You know?
It says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger.
And we're coming over here, what has happened? We worship every goddamn wind. Wood, stone, Esau's philosophy, his ways, his school system, his college, his science, his technology, everything about this devil. You know, the way he worshiped, how he worshiped, his skin complexion, how he looked, his ways. Our people took fully hold of this, man. Now look at us. You got black niggas with blue hair, green hair. Like, man, I seen a black bitch today, and this bitch looked like she was in her 50s, man, with straight blonde hair. Look like that bitch turned Super Saiyan. You know, like seriously, the bitch like she turned Super Saiyan. You know, I'm like, yo, this bitch is fucking demonic. Now, how in her old age, at 50 years old, and she had, she had that nice old suit on, thought she was liberated, educated, but it was all about who? The way of Esau. And I'm sitting there like, I can imagine with her daughter, she had a daughter or a son, and the man that she had, that she probably destroyed him. What these girls say? I initiated the divorce. The time where her husband needed her man needed her, she said, fuck you, nigga. I'm liberated. And that goes back to Esau in the garden. Girl, you don't need no man. I'm liberated. You don't need him. Why invest in him? Invest in yourself. You can do all this for this guy.
Yeah, but these women really didn't have no problem with it when they couldn't work and they were just in the house taking care of the kids and the man was working. These women didn't have no problem with that until Esau pushed that narrative.
And then he gave him a false philosophy.
Right.
Cheat.
False philosophy.
He made up that shit.
Right.
That's made up.
Goes
nigga.
right back to the garden.
Where's that in
man.
the scriptures? Cheat. Your
God.
man just cheated on you.
Right. That goes right back to the serpent, man. You know, hey,
That's that big mama shit.
He didn't say,
Didn't I tell you?
You
know?
Then ain't shit.
Right
Didn't I
back to,
tell you?
That wait and the exhale. That whole movie is based on men cheating. They sitting around in the room.
Niggas ain't shit.
Didn't I tell you, girl? I thought I told you, didn't I?
Some people are jealous too. You know what I mean? They friends, you know. So they miserable. They're gonna make you miserable as well.
All these bitches fucking, starting with the black ones fucking miserable.
Does this scripture just say what for a man not to be mess around?
Yeah, she wants your man. She want to be a sister wife, but she came into society, so she hates him.
Because she gonna be talked about.
But
There
really,
are
she's
other
supposed to be a
single
sister.
bitches.
This is what they call what side chick or something like that.
I'm gonna start saying that. Don't you want to be a sister wife?
Yeah,
There's a lot of us. I'm gonna start naming
yeah,
them.
yeah. But they are the fun.
play that, hey, you play that in the gym.
Get kicked out. Get kicked out. Or the nigga only gonna compete with you. She's gonna say her side nigga. You got it.
I was listening to Man Thee the worst thing ever going. Her new song,
She started up.
You think she couldn't take it to another limit? Bro, I think she doing the Biggie instrumental, and she is just bro.
Yeah, she going on.
Bro. If the women listening to that, we ain't got no hope.
I gotta watch
So
it.
that's the shit.
Watch
right
If they bumping that, we ain't got no hope.
It's-
I might do a video.
You fuck them and leave them.
God.
You use that dick, you don't need it. Yo,
Oh my
I'm telling you, like,
God.
it's just
But
men
you know
ain't
it's
shit.
But you know it's
But a
crazy.
toy.
But you know it's crazy? Cause that's what Esau is really pushing me again. Cause I asked myself, me and this brother watching Fresh and Fit all the time. And it got to a point, I'm like, yo, what the fuck, people are fucked up. Where they getting this shit from? Yeah, Fresh and Fit got these girls, you be like, then, Kevin Samuels, they show you like clips of Big Mama, legislation. And then you go back to these female rappers, you be like,
You listening to that
Wow.
shit, eating it up, bro.
that's what, man, you had what's that bitch, Mulatto?
Yeah.
The dark skin one?
No,
I think she like brown skin.
The Lodo is the light skin one.
What's the other one? I beat down your block. That bitch. She said, I beat down your block. I beat niggas up. I'm like, what? I said, yo.
That's your
Nah, a
mama.
lot of people rapping that drill shit now, yo.
I'm like,
Oh,
yo, I
Omeretta?
beat a bitch up. I said,
Omeretta, the new chick.
who was her
I'm
name?
thinking that Omeretta.
I think that is her.
The bitch is talking about this not Atlanta, this not.
I think so.
She be on that gangster shit.
I think that's her.
She
Yeah,
dope.
I think that's her.
She got real manly.
She got one
mannerisms.
video, bro. They allowed her to do a murder in the video. She in the video, dude taking a bath. I'm like, okay.
Dude taking a
Yo,
bath.
she took the
son.
cheating, something. Yo, she took the electrical object, threw it in there. Let's cheat nigga in there.
Bro,
I'm
she
like,
real.
yo. So bro, then it switches up, right? The video goes into, she called another nigga up. He comes up, he goes in there, pick the body up, kisses her, and throw it. I'm like, yo. This
And
fuck
that's
American woman,
And
man.
that's all a part of Esau.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's part of his homosexual agenda. All the stuff he get into this country. set these women up over men and keep them that way. And also
he
to push
ain't
them.
gonna give her no record deal. She
Right.
talk about praise your man.
God.
I need a roughneck. I need a you know that MC Lights. You ain't gonna get no record deal like
That
that.
shit had a purpose.
Need a roughneck.
Yeah, because they're pushing a homosexual agenda that you can just do all this to men, just use them, and then you can go be with a nice
bitch.
woman, a nice chick.
What's that light skinned chick they got now?
Live happy, live life.
With the braces. I don't know if y'all seen it.
Oh, Benzino daughter?
Oh,
Is that her?
Coil Ray.
Yeah.
that's
Coil,
Benzino's
I'm
daughter.
like, man, get the fuck out of here. Now she on some. I'm like, man, get the. She can do everything.
She got a song with niggas talking some blick blick.
Yeah.
Hit her with the blick blick. That's
They got her on some,
bro.
and you know what's crazy? They got her like on some both sex shit. They try to make her sexy,
She's like a tomboy.
tomboyish, gangster.
See, that's what's in
Cause
that.
you'll see her one day
She'll
she'll have a do-rag with a hat pants. Then next time she in a
Yeah, on some. I'm like, what?
Because you'll have dudes listen to that music.
Yeah,
So
kinda,
women
yeah.
are automatically going to jump on that shit when you got niggas riding around bumping that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Bumping that shit.
Bumping that shit.
But why has this happened? We don't know who we are.
Hey, Isaiah 1 and 3.
There you go.
Let me do this quick.
Got it, bro.
This is Mark chapter 8 verse 12, and he said, and
All this is happening till we don't know who we are. So we don't know how to think. We don't know what's right and wrong. We don't know why we fell. We don't know how to get back up. We don't know what righteous thing to look into. All we know is whatever Esau puts on that TV and it looks empowering, it looks like it's going to build us up, take us to the next level. It feels so good to me. Jake said, yeah, eat it up. Yeah. And then once them fucking rappers die off and like Megan Thee Stallion get, she whack now. They don't get another one.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a
Worse
worse
one. It's gonna be a worse one. It's gonna be a
Yeah,
worse
it's going to be a
one.
worse one always takes the spot.
Yeah,
Tupac,
this guy Tyler the Creator, I was listening to the interview he did. You know, he supposed to be a gay rapper now, but he didn't come out like that. He didn't come out saying
Nope.
he was a gay
He
rapper.
came out like as a kind of like a weirdo.
Yeah.
Like, on
So
that
they
East
made
shit.
that do that.
Name, what's
Skateboarder type shit.
What's that other dude? Not Kick Pro. That's
But he actually has some skills though.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
but what he said in the interview though, he was like, yeah, once you get around these people, man, they start showing you things that
Yeah,
blow your mind.
Yep.
They get you in these rooms, man. You be like, he
Bro.
said,
Bro, I'm gonna tell you that's why it's best to fall in the hands of the Lord, because it's certain. And another thing too, if you don't know who you are and you don't know the truth, man, it's certain things. Hey, that left hand shit is wicked. And if Jake, if you don't know, hey, what's the scripture says that what is it, the love of money is root of all evil. Jake had pierced himself with many sorrow. So if you don't know, if you're a Hebrew Israelite and you know the Lord will kill you, and there's no meaning to trying to be a celebrity, an idol in this world, that should bug you out, man. Esau got power. When you go into the room, you see them fucking masked dudes, or I don't know what the hell you see in there. But I'm gonna just tell you, if a man just sit there and get bent over and take a rod and get orgies done, blow, we women sit there and bro, it be hood, bro. There's certain Jason's hood niggas out here that really got shot at bit. And these niggas is folded. Come on, man.
See, look now, Noriega, he's known to be a straight knucklehead in the streets. He's done shot plenty of rappers and niggas in the street. And you see all of a sudden he just blows up like this?
Yep. Drink champs.
And back in the day, the foodie stuff that people be saying in front of him, back in the day he'd have called him on him. Now he just turns up. He act like he ain't hear him.
and he was gone for a long time before he
He was
caught back up.
yeah, he was.
And isn't that Revolt?
Yeah.
See, Joe Budden and Revolt.
Yeah, they all did
Puffy.
that.
They had to go to Puffy Court.
Hassan Campbell right now is real popular right now. You know, that's the guy that African Bambaataa was raping when he
I
was
want to
young.
party with you, man.
Yeah, but look, Hassan Campbell is exposing all that stuff right now. You know, it ain't no secret to us, but he's exposing that stuff, how they had to have them backdoor conversations with these elites, you know what I'm saying? And the way Hassan Campbell breaks it down, the average Jake gonna be like, that kind of makes sense, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if you look at Jake in the world, man, Jake's scared of the police, man. You know, and so when he gets up in this upper echelon, he sees how shit's really
see the
run,
type of
and
power
the type
they
of
got?
power and
Bro.
control they have, and they control the police, they control the
Oh,
media.
with Coolio.
They control
God,
the
God.
interview with
Coolio,
Coolio.
yeah, the video
Yeah,
with
He
Coolio.
said, I ain't scared to die.
He said,
But
but
they
I
can affect my family. He said, I don't know if it's true, but they had my son, about to lock my son up. And once I stopped doing whatever I was doing, I had no more problems. That'll put the skin in.
Yeah, he said when he shut up and started saying the things he was saying, he said I knew stuff stopped happening to me. You know, I stopped getting them calls, I stopped getting them emails.
So he didn't. And even then, he didn't say what he really wanted to say.
God.
Because he knows, man.
And he big too. That Gangsta Paradise. I went on
yeah,
YouTube
big,
and looked
yo.
it up. Bro, that shit has hella views.
That was,
Like
cause that was a,
recently, like niggas playing that shit now.
That was, but that was, remember that was off the soundtrack to Dangerous Minds, and that was a real polarizing movie in the '90s, yo. You know what I mean?
That was part of that.
The why are we so blind? Hey, that goes right into what I'm about to say.
Got almost a billion views.
Well, that-
Almost a
that's-
billion views.
God
And then
damn.
the video hasn't even been up. It's only
Right,
been up
that's
for 4
crazy.
years.
And that's beautiful that, you know, he said it because he actually said that. I used to, when I used to make albums, I would make something like, you know, just to get it, you know, because you got to say certain things for Esau to even put you out there. But he said he would try to go into little deeper aspects in his songs, man. You know, and then Esau completely cut that out. Go ahead, Al.
I like the King Tales.
Oh, yeah, kind of.
Oh yeah, you tell me.
It's all.
I forgot. Yo, I forgot he made that. You know?
Yeah, you remember in the
Because if you get the royalties to, if you got the rights, you get the royalties. Every time that episode plays, you know, you can keep getting paid. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, just to back them up, because you kept reiterating that we don't know who we are. This is Hosea 1 and 10. It says, "Yet the number of the children of Yasha'Allah shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be nor measured."
a lot
Salakia,
of
which
us.
cannot be measured nor numbered. Salakia.
Yeah, there's a lot of us. The majority of Jake don't know who they are.
Yep.
They fall right into Esau's hands. You got it.
And that's going to increase in the kingdom.
Israelite foreigners all over the place.
Yeah, kind.
Oh,
That's why he in a trick bag.
Yeah,
'Cause,
kind.
hey, you got groups that's going to be they look like groups. You can't. If we was all Wesley Snipes black, it would be easy to just take us out. Take out the Lord's chosen.
that video I just sent you with them goddamn blood, cheeks, blood.
Oh man, bro.
Yo,
Those are straight niggas.
You talking about the
Hey,
the
I ain't gonna lie. Some of the video is kind of better than some of this
The
mainstream
one
shit,
random bitch on the car. I said, these are niggas.
You see in Cali, they got them China girls.
Yeah, they do.
The
Yep,
Crips,
yep.
they Crips.
Yep.
But they Chinese.
The
they,
Filipinos.
Yeah, they,
You got
Them
mainstream
niggas ain't
rap.
playing either. Them chicks will
Hell
smoke
no.
your ass.
Hell yeah.
Yo,
You got dirty J's on.
you got mainstream rap videos that ain't even, you know,
Bunch of China
right
rap.
like that. You know, so hey, that's Jake, man. Hey, the scripture says that we're scattered all over the four corners of the earth.
Play with them short ass niggas you
know?
want.
They ain't kind. They don't
yeah, they ain't hit you with no reverse crescent kick. They trying to smoke your boots.
all that martial arts shit, that shit died.
Nah,
But that show you what hip hop did to our people.
Yep.
Gang of China money.
Hey, what
Story
You got Wu-Tang over there acting like they know martial arts. These niggas will smoke you.
And with hip hop and black culture, all that is a tool to use against you so-called niggas and teenage men.
Hey, the perfect example is that movie with NWA, with the guy that they manage it.
Jerry Heller.
Jerry Heller.
How they used him, to promote that gangster culture. Fuck the police, that's our traitor.
Right. You know, these prison systems couldn't work without hip hop and rap music. The drug industry, all this gang violence, these gangs, these drugs in the streets, they cannot function and work properly according to Esau's agenda without hip hop.
Ice Cube and Ice T, them niggas weren't gangsters.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Them niggas was fucking.
No, that was a Little
yeah.
Tough was easy.
Dr. Dre was
Oh,
a
yeah.
fact.
Yeah,
I
he still got that
sold out because he's
transvestite in
handling
that high rise. They said.
Hey, fucking,
They were a bunch of suburbanites.
Oh damn, man. Damn, I should have said that. So
are you good? Fucking, what's his name? Hey, what happened to Crazy Bone?
Huh?
His show.
Oh,
It
yeah,
just
the
disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Well, he was dropping. He listened to us.
Oh, I know.
You know,
But I'm
come on,
saying my
man.
point is,
was
after
dropping
he
heat.
made that video about that conversation about that rap,
How they
his
stopped
shit,
it,
his shit just disappeared.
He already knew his shit was about to be taken down.
Then you had
He just said, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm just
Don't
going.
say what I need to say.
Yeah, fuck it. They know it's going there.
then you got Ice-T, the 180 fucking 187 cop
187
killer.
on the
But now
coast,
he what? He New York PD.
Yeah.
Right.
Ice Cube.
How many
Law and
fucking
Order, Law and Order.
Law
He
and
was a
Order?
big
Law and
front 'cause
Order.
he was repping that. For the longest, you know, Ice-T was a West Coast dude.
Yeah.
He from New Jersey, yo. Like,
See?
you know what I
See?
mean? Like, they just threw him over there.
Then Ice Cube get big. He started making Disney movies
Yeah.
and shit. You know?
Are we there yet?
Yeah, already there yet. Part 1, Part 2. But that
Fuck
shit,
outta
that
here.
shit, that shit goes back to the fucking 60s. Cause in the Little Richard movie, it's a scene where the dude tells Little Richard, "You want to make it big, you have to sell your soul to the devil." And he ain't a red man in the hell.
Yeah.
He's a white man.
Yeah.
He gonna ask you what you want to do. And they show you in the movie, playing in the movie.
Yeah, when he finishes
Go
up.
ahead, bro.
Please go back with
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them,
And he's always constantly been talking. We know what they showed us. You know? Y'all ain't nobody. Y'all Gentiles. Y'all are niggas. Y'all are gangsters. Y'all are drug dealers. Y'all are scum.
Problem of the earth.
Bottom of the earth. You know?
But like we
Yeah.
said, they're his created players.
That's right.
He created these niggas. 99 attributes.
Finance.
Adultery.
Finance 99.
Murder 99.
Murder
You know what
99.
I'm saying?
Violence
Crime.
99.
Hey, lying.
Lying.
I'm
99.
loyalty,
You know?
zero.
Zero.
Hey,
Morals.
humility.
Morals.
None.
Zero. Humility. Zero. This nigga on the game, he just loading up. You putting the baggy jeans on.
Common sense, 10.
You, he loading up.
When you created it,
Yeah, he loading up. You put jeans on.
That's that
Hey,
great motto.
hey,
press-
that's that
press-
Death Day fight for New York.
hey, yo, press square for
Rings on them.
random.
He putting all his nigga shit up.
Bro.
Yo, hit him with the Glock 40. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this gonna be a nigga.
Hey, you take the guns on him, he's like this.
I'm gonna press random real quick. See what come up.
He give him a rocket launcher.
Put the blunt on him. You know?
Yeah.
No, he got the
what
regular
he did,
shirt.
bro.
He got the wife beater.
But
Yeah.
no. You say rocket launcher, but take that. You remember Royce the 5'9", he was beefing with somebody. We pulled out a bazooka.
Don't be a menace.
They
Don't be a
show-
menace.
No, I'm talking about this is real
Yeah,
life.
bro. In Chicago, them niggas had a fucking rocket launcher.
They got
man.
them shits, bro. He really created Jake like that, bro. He'll get these guys, make them rappers and dress them like that. You know?
Oh shit.
That shit crazy.
Oh, that shit
Then
fake.
when it comes to our women, they do the same thing.
Let's make a nigga.
Get this nigga a do-rag,
Make a
give
nigga.
you blood on
You
crack.
give him the do-rag with the
Oh
cape
my
out.
goodness.
Yeah.
Hey,
Put a red rag on the back
but,
and
hey,
shit.
hey, but you know what's crazy? But y'all know the craziest thing, you know, us growing up in the world, a part of our environment, we used to have play them games. We could have a blue flag, or a red flag, or a black flag.
Hey,
I'll
look,
never forget.
San
You know what I'm saying?
Andreas.
The Drake.
You had a gang wars.
You was Los Santos.
Now,
You
who the
was
nigga you
green.
who the nigga you had to get and rob the mansion?
Ryder.
No, the hood nigga. He was yo man.
Ryder.
He was like a rapper.
Easy E. Ryder.
Oh, okay.
Ryder.
And he took you to the
OG
rich
Low.
place,
OG
OG Low,
Low.
and you would,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
yeah. And then he take you to the party, and you get into a gang shootout that night.
With the ballers.
Yeah, you lead a party. I remember that you lead a party that night, and then you step out, and then there's a gang shootout.
Hey, but what did Sweet, good enough, what did Sweet tell CJ? He said, he looking real, what he say, he looking real, we need to go get some colors. You repping Grove Street. So what did we do? We went to put the green joint,
Yeah, great.
the green, but that's Jake, man. And this how Esau created niggas to be like
But
that.
that game, he
Yeah,
created
bro.
that game. Rockstar Company, they
Bro.
own that. They created that game, so they
Jake,
know you niggas
Esau
to a T.
no niggas.
It sells, man. I tell you, it sells.
Def Jam fight for New York.
No.
I'll never forget. Def Jam fight for, you had the baggy joint, the black bandana, tin boots. This look, you be like, yo, I like this look.
You remember that 50 Cent game that he did?
Give it to Die Trying.
Hey, what's that old video where he was showing how Jake shops in the stores and he studies them? A Negro.
How to buy to a Negro?
Yeah, how to sell to a Negro.
He said something.
And this was what?
It's on YouTube.
50s.
Yeah, YouTube.
So he studied Jake to a T. Hey, the scripture say he's wiser than Daniel.
That's right.
And me and the brother was going to
He did a diligent search.
even your phones, your laptop, all that shit listen to you. Your smart TV, it listens to you. And they made
That's
videos.
the
of it.
advertisement.
Right.
Yeah, the advertising.
You'll be talking, and next thing you know, you'll go on Facebook, and the advertiser will pop up exactly what you're talking about.
I told you.
Yeah. Or you'll be talking about something, you'll go to YouTube search, and it's already there on the front, the first thing. You're like, yo,
You
what
said, wait,
the
you said, what fight?
God.
You said? That shit pop right up.
Yeah,
I'm talking
God.
about my back of my phone crack. I go up on the joint, I look, and it had the store right there. I'm like, damn, I ain't even asked y'all, motherfucker.
Hey, what's the new phone that got the camera? Because you know these cameras they weren't made for our pigmentation. They were made for Edomite. So a lot of the pictures we would take, it wouldn't show us in the best light.
Right.
But they got a new phone that they marketing now, and the commercial really tells you it's for niggas. Basically, it's for Jakes. They got Jake Muppets. Our camera is for your skin complexion. Because these cameras that we got, it wasn't made for our skin complexion.
Speaking of which, can I say this right quick?
He studies everything, bro.
About your phone. I showed these brothers about your phone. When you're looking at your phone, it's actually taking a snapshot of your face, but it's not snapshotting your face in a positive. It is snapshotting your face in the negative image. So,
Like you scanning, almost like a scanner you would go to the airport.
yeah. So, exactly that. So, your phone is listening and taking snaps of what's in your environment.
And it's recording your location at that exact moment.
Exactly.
Say something. That's why these you're like, yo, how did he get caught? Like, yo, somebody committed a crime. Next thing you know, Esau got him caught.
You can't be committing a crime.
Esau is using his technology. If he really wants you, he's gonna get you. Especially if you're running around with a phone and you on Facebook. And Esau gonna get you.
You done
bro.
smoked the dude that had your
Had your
iPhone
phone
in your
on.
back pocket at his house.
Oh, but
and then you gonna tell the police, oh no, I was out of town that day.
I have my location. They tell you all of this.
I turned my location off.
They tell you all of this because if you look at what happened up in Washington and all these riots, you know, that happened a year ago,
God.
they finding all these people out.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. Makes
Because they were
sense.
losing their jobs over that shit.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
'Cause they found out that they was during the riots and the Black Lives Matter and all this shit, they were losing their jobs because they had the goddamn phones on.
Yeah, I know exactly. I'm going right to them.
Yeah.
I think they do that.
In 2019 and 2020, I looked at my Google, and it showed me everywhere I went. 2019, 2020, and it basically like a big ass L.
Yeah.
Because
Bro, all the
yo.
pictures I took out of the country, bro, they show where I took them.
Yep.
Like exactly where I
The
took them.
town you
Took
were
the
in.
town and the town I was in,
And
bro.
then they'll show you a pop up like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
So look, you know,
Oh, yeah, Facebook. Yeah, Facebook.
so look, you know, you could take your location services off, right? But
That's just still though.
well, I've just saying, I've been 2 years ago took my location service off. But in order to use certain apps,
You got it,
like you know,
you gotta
DoorDash,
yeah.
you have to have your location on. So
Like the camera
you
too.
can do-
Certain apps. You can say, you know, make.
That's why you
so
turn
has
it off as
permission.
soon as you're done.
Oh shit, they gonna kick your ass right back out.
They gonna throw
Hey,
them
let me
up
finish
on
this
the
out so I
You
can.
gonna see a boot.
They
What's up,
gonna
Joe?
throw them out like, what's it called? Freddie Prinze? Go ahead, huh?
Yeah, it says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living
Yeah,
power.
so a nigga like that, they'll clearly say, that nigga ain't, that's the Hebrew bugged out. The Hebrew Israelite. Underneath the
He
curse.
talking about every week. He don't listen.
Them dudes be walking, them demons be chilling with
7 weeks. 7.
That's how you know
He
this.
done
That's how you know this
said
whole
he
thing is. What we do out here is spiritual, man.
Everybody say shit, they know it's
This thing is
7
spiritual.
legions,
That's
man.
the
That's
yeah.
Bigger every day.
Yeah.
You was having
Yeah, I
over there.
Go ahead, Art. You got a precept?
Yeah,
Go ahead,
yeah.
Art.
This is Mark
Go
chapter.
back to Song we in.
This is Mark chapter 8, verse 12. And he sighed deeply in the spirit and said, Why doeth this generation seek after a sign? Verily I say unto you, there shall be no sign given unto them this generation. Damn.
That's right.
So,
It's gonna require
you know,
faith.
yeah.
You know, Jake want to see something. Jake want to see you do a miracle right in front of him.
But it's crazy. The signs that they're getting, they can't discern it.
Yeah, they can't see
Because
it.
the signs of the times is for the elect.
That's right. He can't even see the current.
Earthquakes, uproars of the
It's around
people.
36.
You know,
For blindness.
there's signs all around. But for the niggas, they can't discern it. So they ain't getting the sales. They don't see that the man is in
Yeah,
it.
Spark 36, it starts off. Take the time short, show new signs.
We see the
They
solar
say it all the
eclipses.
time.
We like,
Yeah,
oh
man.
shit, blood moon.
So that's why, again, anytime a chick is trouble, they're gonna be looking for it. You know, that's that sign. But like I said, even the Lord said Himself, the Lord gonna shut up our mouth. Same thing that again, I mean, like I said, going back to the times of Noah. Like I said, Noah wanted to let the people in, but who closed the doors?
And we're gonna laugh at them in that time, man. When all hell breaks loose.
But we can look at a chariot and know that's the salvation, but they can look at it and just think
Bug
it's
out.
you know,
Bug out.
bug out or just thinking it's enough. They can't discern.
Man, 51.
Yeah. You know?
That's crazy, bro. They'll say,
Aliens, let's shoot down.
bro, they ready to invade us.
Yeah, what that nigga said in that video?
Shoot them motherfuckers.
Yeah. It's an alien.
Y'all down here killing us, shoot them motherfuckers.
Idiot.
That's funny.
Not knowing that's the actual angels, you dumbass.
Jake do, man.
Yeah, Jake thinking angels is the white baby,
Baby,
with
butt
wings,
naked baby.
butt naked baby
With his penis out,
wings,
with wings.
You know,
You know?
goddamn with a bow and arrow and shit, shooting hearts at people.
That's all.
You know,
Greek mythology, man.
That was it.
You get that song to
This is all going back to what Esau did. They destroyed us. They took our identity. They stole it from us. They made it seem like they're the real people, you know?
And then mocked us and all
Yeah.
that too.
We became the reproach, the byword, the mock, the scorn, the worst thing to be around. You know, the problem on the earth, black, curse. You know?
Mocked us, you know? That nigga got a paper, man.
Blasphemy, man.
We gonna mock them in the kingdom. We gonna make them do president, or we gonna make them act like President George Washington. You gonna be George Washington. You gonna be fucking Benjamin Franklin
Hey, I'm making
with the kite.
Hey, I'm making do blackface again.
Yeah, well, hey, that's
I'm
what
gonna
meditate terror.
They gonna be sweating bullets with that one.
Hey,
Yeah.
do blackface. Do blackface. I'm gonna kill him, man. Then I'm gonna make him be a nigga. I'm gonna make him be a real nigga.
hey, I remember you. You gave me problems in junior high school.
I'm gonna make him be a real nigga.
He gonna get it, man. He gonna
I
get
can't wait, man, for the Maki man to do them little circus things, man. For them little sports games, man.
it. Especially the Rothschilds, the Benjamins, the first fruits of slavery. That's actually responsible for the condition of the earth. Because these regular Edomites, they just demons. But the ones that's responsible for the current state of the earth that the Lord gonna preserve,
I told the brother, we gonna need him one day. Me and him have a lot of bets in the kingdom.
Big one.
it's gonna be crazy.
Lord's
Man.
with him, man.
It's
Hey,
gonna be crazy.
hey, a lot of Jacob's competitive now with each other. You can just imagine when we have Edomites underneath in our hands, the competitiveness, the gambles, the bets we gonna have in the kingdom.
Hey,
They bet it on us.
A lot of that stuff I read in Leviticus, the crooked back, cliff, they gonna have that.
Yeah. Hey, look at the boxing world.
Wow.
Look at MMA. They betting on niggas.
People under the stairs.
That's a game to them. Basketball,
Meanwhile, you
NBA.
got what the clover ear, what they call it? In your ears, cauliflower ear. The shit is swollen up because the nigga done popped in your ear over and over.
You look at Errol Spencer Ugas.
And they don't even get paid that, bro. They should get paid the most. Because that's the deadliest fucking.
Bust his eye up.
UFC is like the
Errol
lowest.
Spencer.
It's like the lowest paid
You had to
sport
have
you can
surgery.
be in.
Yeah.
But you got a nigga, you bleeding to death. You got a nigga over you,
Even that
sweating and spitting. And his blood falling on you. That's real man
They don't
shit.
make a lot. Someone make
Just,
like
just to make bands do meat.
just make an MVP. Someone make like 17,000 a fight.
Nigga
30,000
pounding
a
on
fight.
you.
You know, and if they don't make weight, they get a price. You know, they get the weight.
I see one dude leg fucking. He tried to kick dude
Yeah.
and his shit.
Talking about John, what was that? That was that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Andy Facility. He kicked the joint. That joint said,
And that's
This
why they
shit
had the
broke.
Floyd. That's why they had the Floyd and Conor McGregor fight because they were trying to get the ratings up for UFC so the fighters could make
So
some
more
money.
money could go there.
More money.
That shit ain't work.
Because it ain't like boxing, man. You ain't gonna make a couple million.
If
off
they
one
would
fight.
to do that, they should have had Floyd do UFC. But of course, they ain't gonna have him do that.
That'd
because
be
he
the
ain't
end
gonna
of
do that.
Yeah,
Instead, you got Conor McGregor in there all awkward.
Yeah,
He
kinda
didn't have his
laughing.
footwork down pat.
Cleaned up.
Yeah, I was
And you could
laughing.
see it was all choreographed to some extent, because Floyd wasn't even like,
Yeah, he could have murdered that
And he
dude.
had to make it
he
last.
could have knocked the other dude out. What was his name?
Oh, Jake Paul.
He knocked him out and kept him up.
Yeah, he held him. He hit him.
Can't
They
go out yet.
He hit him and then dude fell. He like,
Yeah, we gotta make this look good.
yeah. He's like, oh shit, my fault.
That shit was all rigged.
All rigged
Shut
up.
the
To
game.
some extent, it's
All
all
of this
rigged
shit
up.
is rigged.
Shit, in the match, they had his voice. He said, hey, slow down, champ.
Kind. Yep.
Hey, when
Jake
those
Paul
songs
seen
came
that,
out,
too.
Right.
All this shit is rigged.
I don't know if y'all remember Fight Night Round 3 on PS2.
I mean, shit.
Remember when they
Oh, when you was in jail?
nah, that's Fight Night Champion.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I
round
feel
two.
3 was for PS2. I think who was on that journey? I forgot.
Bernard, oh, no. Was it Jermaine Taylor? Somebody was on
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But fucking BBLs, fucking But
Yeah,
no,
remember that.
my point is that when you go through your career, they'll tell you lose the fight by 9th round, and they'll give you like $1 million.
Right.
They had certain like belts.
Oh,
They'll be like,
achievements.
yeah, they'll tell you lose the fight by this round, and they'll give you more money. And I used to be like, what? Why the fuck would I? You know?
Yeah, your legacy. Tons of
Yeah,
legacy.
you know?
That's what $1 million.
That motherfucker beat me fair and square. You know? But that just shows you right there. Yeah, it's real out here, man. Fucking BBLs, man. That shit fucking pissed me off, man. I cut a chick off because of that bullshit. Oh shit! But again, they're going back to us losing BB fucking else. Hey, bro, you see young girls doing this shit, man. You got it, bro.
That's it.
I was in the gym today, girl, fucking BBL. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Eyelashes. The windshield wipers, the fucking BBL, and yo, and you actually, where these bitches getting this money from?
Nah,
You got it,
they
bro.
can't do it. Costa Rica,
Cash App,
People sending them money.
sugar daddies.
Sending them money.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel.
They took Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Kim, Trina, and Trina done through. Trina's done. All them bitches that was
Look
before
at Lil
that.
Kim. Lil Kim is an example of our destruction.
You gotta ask yourself, where the fuck happened to all these old rappers like what is it, Lost Boys?
Yeah.
You look at like what was the MOP? Yeah, that nigga MOP look bugged out. Fucking them old rap, you be like, what the hell? You only reason why you'll see them now is they be on DJ Vlad or something.
Like your Black Moon.
Yeah. You look at them like, oh, yeah, you look at them like, oh, these niggas bugged
They
out.
had MC Shan on Drink Champs.
Bro,
Look,
Drew,
crazy, yo.
Bro.
They know he can't be drinking, yo.
Drew.
Well, once Esau's done using you, he just discards
And that's
you.
what I'm
He
saying.
throws dirt on your name, so you really can't speak
Lil
nothing
Wayne.
about what you
But
see.
he still, obviously, like Julio let us know, he still has people tailing you,
Yeah.
watching you. Because when you go into that world, they have something called the hip hop police, and they assign people to, even in the league, like we was talking about with Melo.
Yeah.
When Melo went to his coach and he told him, look, you can't be hanging around with such and such no more. I was like, how you know they name?
Yeah,
this
that's
shit?
a rapper.
Because we got people telling you.
Yep.
So even once you retire, for actors, musicians, athletes, they still have
Got
people
to.
telling you.
Because you got some secrets. You know something. You seen
And,
something.
and if
That's
you
right,
act
you know?
up, you gonna find
Right.
they're gonna find you
Yeah.
overdose in your
God.
fucking bathroom.
And you got heavy influence,
Right,
man. You got heavy influence upon the people, and especially the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know,
like
people look up to you and they know, like, oh man, I used to listen to him when I was young. So whatever you say, whether it's wrong or right, they're gonna accept it 9 times out of 10.
They said
believe
Whitney
it.
Houston, before she got drunk, they found her in the bathtub, she went up to Monica and Brandy and handed them a letter. And they said she looked like she was going through some shit. And I guess because the conspiracy is Brandy didn't have something to do with it. Because
Right.
she was with Ray J the night before.
Yeah.
And she handed her a letter.
Yeah.
She looked at her. And then dipped off. Because she was like there too. And the next thing you know, they found her in the fucking. So that whole shit is wicked.
Yeah, like
Somebody said that she found out that she was in Israel or something like that, or she went on vacation.
Her and Bobby Brown went
Oh,
to
yeah, they-
Israel.
yeah.
Well, see, once some of these other celebrities find out that you're going against the grain, they'll use that for so you can become their sacrifice, so they can move up even higher.
Hey, when brothers get a chance, really, get into a Hassan camp because he breaks shit down like that. You said in the industry, they have witches that basically take care of the women under them. Mary J, she was just on the Super Bowl. Hassan break that shit
They're
down.
witches.
Yeah,
They're
and,
witches.
you know, she had a lot to do with bringing Puffy baby mom and big Faith in them over to the West Coast with Death Row and all that. Cause she influences those younger artists.
Well, you know, she had a lot to do with it because look at all her songs about fucking pain and heartbreaks.
Even Jay-Z, he has these brunches.
Yo,
Yeah.
that nigga Rick
Rock
You get all
Nation.
these niggas at these brunches. What are you telling them? Now they show you the
Like, get out.
pictures, but what are they doing behind the cameras, behind closed doors, in the after parties?
Right.
You know,
Jay-Z, you know, when
Head
I used to
warlock.
look at they say Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, Lil Wayne and Jay-Z.
and that nigga's blasphemous too slow, bro.
Oh no, he
He calls himself. Imagine if that was the Lord's name, Jehovah. Man. A nigga like that, we all supposed to throw rocks at that nigga. Imagine if that was the Lord's actual name, because he was taking it like he thinks that's the Lord's name.
You know, it's crazy because when you look at, I was thinking,
That's crazy.
I was
bro.
looking at that nigga, you know, especially how the way he at now, and they were trying to set up that rap battle against Lil Wayne and Jay-Z. I said, it's really nobody that can really fuck with Jay-Z but Biggie. Jay-Z is really like the identical of Biggie.
That's what he said in the new verse, though.
Big L was better than Jay-Z.
But
He gets sold the style from man. Jay-Z gets sold the style from Big L.
yeah, but that's what Jay says in the
Probably
verse.
killed
Because they
that
keep
nigga.
saying,
Yeah.
if Biggie
Probably
alive,
Big L
Jay-Z
probably was a second.
Yeah.
he'd just be as good as he was.
That's what I'm saying. They all had a hand in they all had a hand in Biggie and Tupac's death.
Oh no, I'll be honest with you, I think them niggas is picked up somewhere.
You know, Snoop Dogg.
Both of them niggas
Tupac
still
might
alive.
be picked up. Well, what's the nigga you
What's
showed?
the rapper?
What's the nigga
Yeah.
you showed that look just like
He
this
look
nigga?
just like him.
The nigga got the. What's that nigga with the dread?
They
You
say that's
sent it.
Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody else just brought that back
And,
out.
and that nigga, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Tupac might be picked up, but Biggie now they got footage of Biggie's death.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Nah, they
'Cause them,
creep 'em up.
them niggas too witches, bro. You gotta
They
understand.
were witches too though. They were
You
witches.
gotta understand. Through NWA, Tupac and Biggie, that they still talking about some front the murder. Why the fuck are you still bringing this shit up? Those were two gateway witches that formed rap.
Yeah, they said
Them
Tupac.
niggas formed
They said a
rap,
lot
bro.
of books he had was based on Satanism, witchcraft.
That nigga was a straight actor.
He's an agent.
And that nigga Big, bro, Jay-Z is after Biggie.
But Tupac was a homosexual.
Yeah.
You said him saying about Pop Jam.
We know he was a fraud. You know what I'm saying?
See, and that's why it's just the point is this world is so dark. You don't know what's true and what's not.
And why is P. Diddy so hot? Like,
How you go from
who did he, who did he
Yeah,
pop
what is
up?
he
how you
doing?
go from being a Black Panther to backup dancer to Blood? Talking about Tupac, because he was
Ballerina.
yelling mob,
She got a
MOB.
ballerina.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Diddy, what does he do?
What does he
Then
do?
this nigga at the Oscars. Why was he at the
Why
Oscars
did
this
niggas
year?
say the Oscars,
This
bro?
nigga's not an actor.
So what's going on behind closed doors? Why
And he's
these
about
niggas
to
still
host.
posting?
They got another awards about to happen. He about to host it.
There you go.
Who calls these people to show up to these awards?
Okay.
You're gonna be in this seat. You're gonna be in this seat. P Diddy, we need you here. It's a secret society, bro. Why
And
is it here?
like your brother was bringing out, they got gatekeepers, they got handlers, they got the witches and warlocks.
Then he gets on stage and he's speaking about the real shit.
Yeah.
Diddy, go home.
Hey, now, Pop Smoke gets smoked. Now everybody drill fucking Pop Smoke. That nigga probably ain't even dead,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that nigga, that what's the name blew up. Oh,
That's Fabio
Fabio.
Yo, that's true. Y'all just know about Pop Smoke was the first drill rapper that they were
Yeah.
taking serious. He dies, and now that's the new.
That's the new
norm
norm.
in hip hop. They got the girls.
But-
they got this chick from
Man,
Brooklyn
bro.
that's rapping
hey,
harder than
what's
the
that
dude.
picture that I sent with the,
And that's what they do,
the
man.
record label company with him, Vaughn, the dude, MO3,
MO3,
all of them
died.
had the ring,
All had
the
that
star
same
ring,
ring, yeah,
all of
yeah.
them standing next to the same dude.
And the
They all
owner,
died.
And Young Dolph.
and he was he's an Amberclass, I believe.
Yep.
And
They all had a little storage on
They all had the
What's
star
it- what's
ring.
it-
Even
Priority,
Vaughn had
yeah.
the star. So even his shit might have been orchestrated.
So my point of saying this, man.
Because Little
They
Durk
get-
blew up
yeah.
after that.
They get, like I said, we would never know, but
And we read it earlier.
but the thing,
Spiritual
yeah.
wickedness in high places.
But
It's
the thing
beyond
about
even
it,
what we think.
these niggas probably not even dead. They probably gatekeepers, man. I'm gonna tell you something too.
Well, we really won't know because they very well could be on the Epstein Island.
Yeah.
Tupac could be old as hell out there.
I think most of them
chilling.
are dead. 'Cause
You know, they could be. You could be.
But the
you know,
big dogs might
They
still
could
be
be
right, right.
I'm trying to
But
tell you.
Esau has the power to do that.
Hey,
Yeah, you can.
He can give you plastic surgery, erase
Change
some
your
of your
identity.
memory, give you a
They
new
don't-
name, this and that.
Bro, they ain't got to do that. They could be gatekeepers.
God,
And these
God.
new rappers,
Yeah.
who you just said, they, Tyler the Creator. Man, Tyler the Creator probably saw Biggie. Or he probably saw Tupac. Or he probably saw one of the rappers, King Von. And he thought he was, the Masters, he's dead. He went in that room, that was King Von right there. Oh, shit. Sign your paper right there. It's not a game.
He said, hey,
nigga.
this how the game
This how the
goes.
game goes,
This is how it's
nigga.
run.
Now,
That's
you
that
sign your
nigga
joint.
saying, I
What
know,
can you say to that, bro?
I know you Tupac and all, but nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Tyler Creator come out now, so y'all saw King Von.
No, I get what you're saying because
Come
I'm pretty
on,
sure there's
man.
a lot of them
That shit'll bug a nigga out. He gonna sign this, bro. He see that left hand, he be like, yo. They showed this nigga getting killed, but you just saw this nigga in that room. You know? Come on, man. You got it, bro. It's a lot of wickedness out here, man. And we know Esau
Sacrificing.
uses these niggas. He, the top gang member in an inner city hood. Here it is.
Oh,
the
what's
baddest.
this nigga Whack 100? That nigga the police.
Man.
He's the
It's known he's the police now.
All he's doing is stirring up.
He's the police.
They paid that nigga off,
Stirring
man.
up Jake to bang on Jake, and now the gang member, his own blood set is want to kick him off their set because they know well, you gotta be. This dude is in his mid-40s arguing with 20-year-olds, trying to get them tripped up on.
Well, I seen a clip of one of the dudes. He's an older dude. He said, Whack can't come back to his hood.
Yeah, that's what.
And he said, we don't condone what he's doing to the youth, teaching the youth to be like that. He said, back in my day, these dudes could use time and shit.
all the older.
So he got to be set up.
all the older gang members now, after them doing put all that pain they put in, they trying to take because now they got kids and their kids grow up. They don't look up to that violence anymore. They want to show the youngins on a different way. You know what I'm saying? But this guy right here is literally stirring the pot.
Trying to perpetuate.
So a lot of people say, yo, somebody about to kill Whack. Yeah, maybe so. Somebody might knock his roof off. But
Yeah, it's all
on the other
confusion
hand,
and
if he's doing police work, he protect
But
them.
that's
You know
also
what I'm saying?
that's
you
also
got
a
it.
marketing strategy because once you're not hot no more, if you fake your own death, you can actually profit a lot
Yeah,
more
yeah, of
money.
course.
Yeah, you
Biggie
gotta
said-
stay away-
Biggie-
you
you know what
gotta
I'm
stay
saying?
away for 7 years.
Biggie even said you get nobody just somebody killed.
God.
Bro, in Tupac's last video, bro, now we don't get too conspiracy,
Yeah.
I'm about to get a precinct. But it show you the nigga going to Cuba, nigga dying and going to Cuba. You know?
And then he took the name Machiavelli.
His last video,
that'd be the best place for him to go.
Machiavelli.
You change your
That's sort of the last place they would look for him.
Yeah.
But y'all know the story of Machiavelli, you know what I'm saying? You rearrange the
God,
words
yeah.
and take the K out. It says, I'm alive.
But that's Jake's heroes.
Right,
But you don't know what the fuck going on.
Because once you die, your album sales will go out. And you know, it's funny how these rappers, when they die, all of a sudden these new music videos pop up with them in it. All these new albums, when Tupac and remember when Biggie died, a whole new album came out with all these new songs.
Man.
2 of them, remember Born Again? Ready to Die? You know, I was like, hold on, what the hell?
That shit wrote a single.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, go ahead, Al.
Hey, I got this real quick.
Unreleased shit.
This is on Isaiah chapter 60, verse 2, straight to the point. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
And that's how Jacob's so fucked up, man. Because going back to slavery, they always use a Jake to deceive the masses, man. Because they knew, because Esau knows us. He knows that we look up to our people. And that's why they said, in order to deceive one of Jake, you got to use their own people. You
Martin
know?
Luther King.
Yeah, that's it.
They always use our people, man.
And
Now, how
even
much
hey,
more?
even that's beautiful because even these other nations look up to Jake.
Yeah.
These so-called these little white kids growing up, you know, even
Bro.
Jake has influence upon these other nations.
Bro, I left the gym. They eat him money.
Yeah.
He looked at me and said, he gonna live that
Say
shit.
what's up.
I said, I don't listen to that shit. The fuck? You know? I don't listen to that shit. The fuck you think this is? He know he eat my I don't know what the fuck. He was listening to some rap
Niggas
music.
fucking playing
Like
Lil Durk.
like the Dave Chappelle episode. You know, he just called us
Niggas.
That's what they expect from you.
Yeah, kind, you know.
Hey, what's that saying? What's the saying? Paul Moose, he said what? Everybody want to be a nigga, but everybody don't want to be.
Right.
But no, go back to what
You should have put on fucking hey, bro, we seen these. I ain't gonna.
Matter of fact, I just seen. Matter of fact, you know it's crazy. I just seen Jake just bump that shit. That same song, Michelle Branch, right there, downtown Richmond. And yo, rap is fucking rap. I won't say I was saying that at the plantation. I said it's rap. What is it? Rockin', rap and roll.
Yo.
It ain't no more rock music.
I just did a video on it. Yo,
I ain't hear no rockin' music.
yo, the Lord is
Well, you
taking.
don't hear that shit no more, bro.
The
You
Lord,
get
is
rap.
the Lord is taking all these rappers and these hip hop artists and producers and DJs out of, you know, K Slade just kicked the bucket, yo. And I just did a video. I looked at the list of all the rappers that got killed in 22 and 21. Yo, it's
2022 is like 230, right?
ridiculous, man.
Yo, the worst one was that nigga that we always told about that nigga opened that car door. We came behind him. That nigga went booming down the street.
Yeah,
That nigga
Jersey,
twisting
yeah.
his shit. You know?
He shot until he caught on fire.
Man, what? Jake been getting popped, man. But that's judgment. That's another thing. We're in the time of judgment, but
Got it, bro.
do it, bro.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against my people, thy people.
Crafty
Hey.
counsel. So that means every institution that you see established, the schools, music
even-
labels,
hey,
movie
Salaki,
companies.
Even they use reggaeton, they use that nigga Julio Montillo, and they had Hector for there. Now these two niggas is Christians. They used them niggas. They were beefing at one time. No, my Salaki. It was Julio Montillo. No, Hector for there, and it was that Don Omar. They were beefing at one great time. And they was like, yo, you got everybody like, yo. This beef, serious, boom. But that's what they always do, man. They always use these niggas and put them against each other, you know? And then all of a sudden, now they Christians and so forth. You got it?
And consulted against thy hidden
Let them
ones.
be. You got it.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Cut them off from being a nation. How do they do it? Keep us on our toes. Never let us settle. Never let us give us time to think. Keep our minds in every wind doctrine through, finished, you know. Keep the woman against them. The men don't know how to be a man, the woman not being a man. Keep the parents deceived. Keep the parents thinking they're young. You got it?
That the name of
It's
Israel.
a Benjamin chick lady I know right now. This bitch still think, bro, this bitch is like 60, damn near 60. There's a couple of them. These bitches still think they're young, man. And it looks bad. You got Benjamites now I talk to. They feel like, yo, I didn't deal with none of these Benjamite chicks here in America. And they prove it. Yo, Benjamite saying, I'd rather deal with an American bro. At least I know what I'm dealing with. You got it?
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
No more. No more. And it clearly shows. None of our people know who they are. And it clearly shows, man. You ask our people who they are, they can't tell you. Why? Because of the wiles of the devil. You know? The craftiness of this goddamn so-called white man. You got it?
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacle of Edom and the Ishmaelites.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's the point, man. Our people are through. All these nations have a hand dealing with our people, destroying our people, setting up businesses, really extorting and pimping our people, man. And now, you read the book in Baruch, it tells you how the Lord is restoring us in the last days. He's giving us the truth and giving us boldness to stand in front of our enemies to teach and prophesy. And he can't, and our devils, these devils can't move us, man. They can't pay us off. They can't give us robbery. See, hey, go back to what we talked about earlier. We have that full armor, so there's no piercing. They can look at it and go, yo, you can't pierce. There's nothing. We see no flesh open. We see nothing open that we can hit them with. So we just got to go in there and just kill them. But we got to, first we got to demonize them, and then we just got to go in there and try to destroy them, man. But that's when the Lord's going to set up a standard, man, and show His hand, But as you clearly see, man, our people are through. 2/3 of the die. Lord's will, we are those men in the 1/3, the hopeful elect. You know, Lord's will, we keep striving, you know, pushing, fighting, you know, to the Lord return and redeem us, give us those crowns, man. And we stay with the spirit, we keep the spirit, we don't quench the spirit, we keep fighting, man. You know, we never look back to this world, there's nothing in it, nothing but fucking transsexuals, homosexuals, wicked ass women, boys, sluts, and demonic niggas.
Everything, as I said, defiled in the sun.
Everything is defiled, man. Your dog is defiled. Everything is defiled, man. Nothing here. No freedom. Not liberated. You pay tax for every goddamn thing. You pay bills. You know, constant sorrows, pain. You just gotta get the hell up out of here, man. Any last thing or so, wrap it up and get up out of here, man. But hey, with that, you know, Lord's will, y'all edified. You know, Lord's will be out here next week to push, to strive, and uplift our power. You know, the name of our Lord. You know, the power of Israel, our forefather Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And with that, we want to say, call her Lord Yahweh Shah to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Kabadash. We want to give double honor to the Apostle Jim Master as well, that we learn from, that we honor, that worthy of honor. We want to give salutations, peace, blessings, salutations to the Akim out there, the Akbar tuning in, the Israelites that are scattered. Hey, we love to say shalom.
Shalom.
Ball for the ball.
Kwame Yasharal.
Hey, keep pushing, man. Lord's will soon. Be out of here. It's hell. Shalom.
Shalom.